All right. I think we're good. Everything's good here. Everything's set for today. Yeah, no, it should be a-okay here. I think everything is set proper. Otherwise, Bystraka, an interesting map choice. One of the two Chernarus cut-up maps. Otherwise, we're pretty much in the beginning set here. Things should be a-okay regardless. Alrighty. Excuse me. EU branch of Friday Night Fights. This has been the smallest one I've seen in a while, just barely getting over triple digits today. Don't know where everyone went, but you know, last weekend of April, people bound to be going out and doing some fun stuff. But yeah, no, this should be a-okay. We'll see if it picks up for round 2, because sometimes you do have a player spike at round 2, and then it evens out by round 3 for the EU branch. But yeah, it's always interesting to see the numbers fluctuate. You can get anywhere from 70 to 124 players, and it really does change up how the rounds are done and how the commanders have to think with, either more or less assets. But this first round, not a lot of support on either side, just a handful of vehicle pieces, but we'll just have to see how all that goes. Dream is supposed to be joining me. He's not on the server yet, so I'm just waiting for him. He might have just disappeared. He's in the channel with me, but he just is not speaking, but that's all right. We have an interesting day for ourselves planned today. We've got the EU branch of Friday Night Fights, and then I'm going to be getting off and preparing the DayZ server for a wave defense style event. There's Dream. But that's going to be running at the same time that the NA branch starts, so I'm going to do that, and then we're going to call it a night. Just keep it nice and easy today. Dream, you good?
Hello.
I gave you the server password and casting couch.
Yeah, I know. You didn't hear my joke.
Oh.
I went, thanks, dude.
No problem. I am streaming, though.
Oh.
It's okay.
Oh, so we're not allowed to be, like, really, really bad like we normally are.
Yeah.
Damn.
I resent that, but okay.
Like, we're not allowed to be, like, hot.
DayZ will be in about 5 hours night. Right now we're doing Arma 3. But yeah, server's up, so just get on whenever.
Yeah, my arm's been with.
Alright. Yeah, I had that the other day. I booted a mod set, got on a server, and it loaded like an additional 20 mods that were completely outside of the mod set. And I'm like, what?
Nice.
Like the HTML system of just clicking a button, everything loads for you and boots you in, just decided to crap out yesterday. But I don't know, hoping the new liquid cooler I have in the computer fixes everything. But it just means the CPU isn't going to fry itself, which, just mean it'll last for what I need it to last for.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. 2 weeks, I'm going to build a new computer, turn my current one into a streaming PC. I already have a video card for it, so that's great. Fun fact, it was already... I already bought one a while ago so I could stream Wii and GameCube games like 2 years ago when I was doing that for a little bit for the fun of it. So that's all set. I just have to plug everything in with a few spare HDMIs, download some software, set that all up, and it's ready to go. So that's one headache I don't have to deal with, and more importantly, don't have to pay for. Nice. Otherwise, yeah. EU back-to-back for the past few weeks has been completely booked. It's interesting to see it down to about 105. I feel like it's going to be one of those days where first round is, low hundreds, and it's going to spike up to maybe 115, 120 for round 2. And then round 3, it's going to go back down to 190 like it usually does. So we'll see how things go. It sucks, though. My hands still have a little bit of thermal paste here and there. It's a messy build, and then I gave a rant at 2 a.m. on my Discord, which, reading it back, it's not a rant, but... And I've got people DMing me a bunch of last-minute questions about everything for today's Z event. I'm like, you had literally all week. Why are you asking me now? But that's okay. Welcome to being an event organizer. You know what? Here's what I'll ask. Since it is technically pay for pain if you do the exclamation point menu command, if someone just wants to spawn 20 bears and murder everyone...
8:15.
That is perfectly fine with me.
I guess, for you, and we've already pushed into map.
Oh, yeah, I gave everything a good clean. I gave everything a good dusting last week, and then today, or last night, we did more dusting and replaced that entire...
I think it is.
...liquid cooler system. What was that?
Only 8:15, or I guess 3:15 in
Usually it starts about 8 your time, 3 my time, when they get in the first round. I need to turn my T-FAR off.
Oh, you beat when T-FAR strikes.
Well, it didn't drag me, thank God, but sometimes it still manages to nick me for a second. Gazog has Vietnam loaded, Broken has Blast Core loaded, and Autovisky got kicked because his network speed had a hiccup. Interesting. Am I tired? Yeah, it was because I was up till 2 a.m. installing the new part and then planning out what I want to do with the whole franchise over the next year and realizing there's a lot I could do if I want to, but... Whoa. Righto, Tsunami. Arma 3 is one of those games like Gary's Mod or Minecraft, in my opinion, where you have to invest in finding the right place to play, but once you do, you can spend hundreds of hours having fun. But let's get into today's main event here. So, round has begun. Everyone starts naked because the scripts apply the kits. Op 4 appears to be some sort of Russian-based group. I'd imagine Green 4 some sort of insurgent-based group, but I know. Briefing-wise, this mission was made by Maz. Maz also is in the process of updating a lot of the kits for Friday Night Fights. He sent me a nice sneak peek. I'm not going to stream or talk about it yet, but a lot of cool new stuff coming out for these kits. Otherwise, background for this operation, Russian forces move out to clear insurgents in the area. To accomplish this, they must clear the road. Interesting, quick to the point. I love it.
Taking my job now.
And the admins are now yelling at each other in global chat. That's quite nice. I'm sorry, Dream. I'll let you read the next two. Area of operations, a lawn road with bushes and trees around, rolling hills as well. So this is basically going to be an ambush PvP mode, which is quite nice. Otherwise, add sector. I'd imagine all the sectors are tied to this road, and Green 4 basically has to defend these sectors as Op 4 pushes down it. Otherwise, they do have to be taken in order, so that really limits what Op 4's movement is going to be. But again, I think this will be an interesting game mode if Op 4 weathering the storm against Green 4 attacks. Otherwise, the render distance is 938. That's because Maz's name is Maz938, so that's a good range on all of that. No magnified optics, no NVGs, and Defender fortified points are at 138. Again, what if Maz's critiques there. Op 4 getting 2 AT rounds per launcher. Green 4 getting 2 AT rounds and 1 HE round per launcher. HE rounds always interesting to see because you can use those against groups of infantry. No Blue 4 today. Op 4 are going to be running an EMR camouflage. These might be the updated kits because he started specializing them a little bit, so you see different types of helmets, different types of vests, but the same uniform underneath. Nonetheless, loadouts are going to be the AK-74 modernized version, so the really upscale stuff, as well as an AKS. That's why there's so many different types of main battle rifle here. Some having Zenitco what are they called? Rails, so they can put more Western scopes on them instead of Eastern. So as long as you don't see the Zenitco rail, like the UK version, you'll be seeing Russian scopes be put on that one. I think they did that mainly to balance it because people complained about the Russian scopes because Blue 4 have so much more range in scopes compared to Op 4 factions. So that's probably why I incorporated that. Otherwise, support weapons for the LMG, it's an RPK. Medium machine gun's going to be a PKP. Light anti-tank's going to be an RPG-26. Recon, the T5000. 338 sniper rifle, and then suppressed shooters get a choice of 45 round banana mags for an AKS or 20 rounds for an AS Val. Crew and aviation either get a PP2000 or an AKS. Nothing on the crew serve weaponry. Op 4 gets 6 transport gases, 2 BTR-80s. Looks like, so the 6 gases are closed on top. The 2 here are open top, so machine gunners can come out of here and fire from it. An AT can also be launched from the top of that. And then an MI8 heavy. Looks like it doesn't have any pylons, though. It only has the 3 PKT turrets, 1,200 rounds per, which, I mean, normally it's the shittiest helicopter to have in Friday night fights, but Op 4 doesn't.
It's still going to be the same.
Yeah, but, excuse me, Green 4, who's their opponent, don't have anything to really counter helicopters. They don't have any AA, AAA. Really, only the static Dishkas, a BRDM, and a Dishka on a Hilux, so...
I've seen that thing go down with like a couple AK shooting at it.
I know. So as long as the pilot is keeping it high up and using it properly instead of flying it low and slow, Op 4 should be fine, but we'll take a look at their pilot in a second. But otherwise, good stuff overall. Breaking down the units real quick, we got Vagrant commanding, Tenderbaner as the 2IC, Maz as the medic, Skoltzy as Alpha HQ. Did Op 4 choose not to go X-Ray? Interesting. I feel like X-Ray would have been a really good choice for this one, simply because, I mean, looking at the AO, that's a great choice to at least have as a reconnaissance element. So no X-Ray for Op 4. That's a really strange choice by Vagrant, but Vagrant is one of, if not the best commander, I'd argue, in Friday night fights. So we'll see what he's thinking with that. Otherwise, Corporal Sean and Ace are going to be one of the BTR crews because they're two guys directly under an HQ element, and they have engineer-based weaponry. Taru is going to be leading Alpha 1 with Selhawk, Harusi, Nomad, Oddball, and Sven. Skip is going to be leading Alpha 2 with Circles Deadly, Fred, and Bernard. Azariah leading Bravo HQ, that's the Scandi Recon group. Bravo 1 being led by Yanni. He's got Iander with AT under him, Flying Finn, Pert, and Cindy, and Stark. Interesting choice to see there. Not part of Scandi, but a very good individual player nonetheless, so we'll see what they come up with. Whiplash leading Bravo 2 with Cullis, Malincats, and Dobbs. Charlie HQ has Tantal leading. Depot and Doc are going, Depot and Doc taking the second BTR based off of those crew kits. Tantal leading Charlie. Charlie 1 has Hamster with Bacon, IS-3, Gur, Whitehead, Autovisky, and Broken under Charlie 1. Drachin leading Charlie 2 with Hunavar, Fons, Thomas, and Azuki. Delta HQ has Papega. They've all merged together under one group, so Arma, Jesus, Flux, KK, Michael, Guy Fury, Bant. Another good individual player there, Skipu, Val, Kratz, and Settler all together. Warkus under Hotel 1 and Anderdy. There's no T there. Andre, I don't know how to say that. But my point is, I don't know those two pilots. I don't know what they'll pull. Having the offensive faction with both Scandi and Papega, normally a really good call to put those two teams together. But if it's a really tough AO, that could turn around. And looking at the AO, I'll let Dream break that down. But it's not looking like a good AO for Op 4 to be attacking here. So I wouldn't put all your eggs in one basket just because Scandi and Papega are together.
Well, it is a straight road.
Oh yeah, we'll get to it in a second. Let me break down Green 4 real quick. Green 4 have 2000 era post-Yugoslavia insurgent kits. So basically, you just counter-insurgency today. AKMs and AKSs, RPKs, PKPs, same weaponry for the most part as Op 4, except Green 4's primary weapons are less modernized. Nothing on crew serve weapons assets. They have a BRDM, single transport pickup, a Hilux with a 50 cal, transport truck, 3 mountain bikes for recon elements, a motorbike, and then 3 sit-down static Dishkas with only 250 round of ammo in it, which is really important because if they're sit-down versions, it means they have a very limited turn angle, which means you can't really use them against aircraft. So it's going to make it harder for Green 4 to shoot down the Mi-8 with its limited equipment, but as Dream already said, it's not that hard to shoot down an Mi-8. And judging from the terrain, though, there's not a lot of good places for that Mi-8 to do an emergency landing anyway, especially with these large slopes. And since I don't know how those two pilots are going to behave, anything could happen in that regard. Otherwise, breaking everything down, we got Shy from Arma Anonymous there. Patriot as his medic. We got Despo commanding an X-ray team. Alvin being the group medic. Sushi being the 2IC. Timek taking the T5000 sniper rifle. And then Vexen and Syke both going with suppressed AKSs with those 45-round banana mags. Norris. Usually we only see him in NA. He's playing in EU tonight. Leading Alpha HQ, he's got Olaf as his Alpha 1 team lead with Iqbal, Nordic Prophet, Mountain Carry, and Schult. Under Alpha 1, Alpha 2 has Revanche leading with Green Thumb, Aim at the Stars, Spiky RP, Mac Marine, Seismo, and Lolo grouped up. So a few TSB members, always got to cheer for my people. Muir leading Bravo HQ, Salty taking a crew kit, could potentially go on the Dishka, Hilux, or the BRDM. Otherwise, Bravo 1 just being led by, well, it's a very small team, being led by Astronaut with Jacob and Mech together. Charlie looks like they've merged everyone together under K9, so they got Raven, Aaron, Skull, Matafine, Beyond, Lucas, Hawkins, Mashador, Lavid, Like a Boss. There's no A in there, Like Boss, Agent, and Omri. Delta HQ has Ash leading with Eric Riru, leading Delta 1 with Banks, Heinrichsen, Arcor, and Wheaton. And then it looks like Delta 2 is already starting to move out with one transport pick we saw there was Swola Gazang, Tackleberry, and then Raz under Charlie 2 is probably going to merge with the rest of Charlie in that regard. But I don't see any identifiers to see which groups are going to take the BRDM or the Hilux Vic. I'm not seeing those sit-down Dishkas in their little mortar pool at spawn, so it's quite possible they've already started moving them around. But that is it for units and kit breakdown. Actually, I see one in the back of a truck right now. They might be loading these up and testing their arcs of fire, as I see a member of X-Ray Despo turning with it. But Dream, I've done enough talking. How do these wonderful, totally not biased in the defender's favor AOs look?
They look absolutely horrible for the attackers. So, looking at the first one, it is a T-junction, which is probably the best option for Op4. Well, they do have to take them in threes, so it's going to have to be the first one, but it's obviously seemed like it's been left for the Wolves unless they are going to move a small force out there. But the first one is probably going to be Op4's favorite. Now, the next two. Sector 2 is much better. It is a rocky road, as the name would describe, with a tree line just in front. Lots of places to hide, especially with the sort of, the darkish camo. Green 4 are working with. They're going to have so many places to hide. They have high ground just to their southwest. They have so many little places to just sit, and Op4 are going to have a horrible time. I think I could see what Maz was going through here. This wasn't made by Matt. Was it made by? Yeah, Maz. Obviously, Green 4 are very, very under-equipped. They have not much in comparison to Red 4, but that doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what gun you have. It really kind of just matters who the player holding it is. And I think we have a good chunk of people on here who will know how to work, even though we do obviously have Scandi Recon and Papeka Pirates on Op4. I think they're still going to have a problem with this secondary objective. But then we go on to possibly the most unbalanced sector I've seen in an FNF in a while, at the very least. It is a village, and it has a good overview of most of the
buildings
road.
Have been rescripted to be the ones that are all enterable too.
And they're all enterable, which makes it even harder for Red 4 to stage an attack on it.
From Azusa's POV, I actually really like this AO as a whole. Yes, it's tougher on the attackers, but that's why they have the 10% number advantage. That's why they have the better equipment. That's why they have the BTRs. That's why they have the helicopter. Them not taking X-Ray, I think, is the dumbest mistake they can make, unless they were told by administrators they weren't allowed to do it. I didn't see slotting, but I have never seen that as an issue. Look to the north. Go to Sector 3 over the village, and look straight to the north. You have a barn. You've got this Overwatch area, which would be perfect to put the BTRs in a full squad to do flanking action. Perfect for the X-Ray sniper to pick off people in the second and third sectors. Perfect to basically set up a force. Yeah, I know. If they had one, they took that away. But at least they can put the BTRs over here, get some good distance, and just plink at enemy defensive positions. Another place you can then immediately attack from is the low ground to the east. You can literally have BTRs from a ridgeline cover an infantry force pushing uphill to Sector 3 to take it from the rear. Going from the west is a little tough. Yes, you have some tree lines to work with, but it's very limited to no cover. A lot of open fighting. That's where Green 4 is building their defensive lines. I don't think it's going to work too well. Now, I always say if you take sectors out of order, you always lose. This is the first and only sector where I am going to say this. I honestly think backcapping this sector would be the best choice. Simply because Green 4 is going to anticipate and expect you to attack it sequentially. So if you can go around the rear and hit this AO from the back.
I don't know. I just want to say, if I'm Green 4, I'm expecting them to backcap because I wouldn't want to attack this straight head on.
See, I agree with you, but look at where they're putting their defensive lines. Yes, we see a bunker in the back. Yes, we see a lot of fortifications to the front from Sector 2. But from an attacker's perspective, I don't see any other way you're going to do this AO. Simply because
I
it's a lot of open area that you're going to have to end up going through, and you just don't have the support assets. Maybe if OPFOR had a mortar, I could see it. But this breakdown of units here just really favors the defenders. And yes, you have some of the best troops on OPFOR, the attackers here, which in my opinion, I think is one of the best balancing parts, mind you. But again, we've seen time and time again, they get cut down in large open kill zones like these. So the BTR support is going to be one of the most, if not the linchpin of OPFOR's ability to attack. But knowing Friday Night Fights' ability to coordinate operations, Dream, you can attest to this.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. This is going to be a slaughter. I honestly think Green 4 is going to have a field day with this one.
It's interesting what they're doing. So they are going for a pincer.
Green 4 is led by Shy.
A road attack, it seems, going straight down the road as they normally would, but they've sent their Bravo and Delta forces to move off to the south, maybe going in for the third objective.
They'd have to be then attacking Sector 3 from the south. I don't think sending forces in a pincer like this is going to be a good idea. You need to have, if you're going to divide your forces, they need to be in a position to support each other. You need to overwhelm.
A message saying YOLO.
So Stark is part of Scandi right now under Bravo 1, and they're part of the groups. They're starting to dismount, actually. Stark saying YOLO part of Scandi means they're going to do something stupid. And it looks like they're going to dismount and attack from the tree line areas, but still put pressure on Sector 1 from those tree locations. I see the direction they're going to go. They'll have a little bit of high ground from here to work with the trees. Could be a good overwatch element. To then, as they attack from that sector, BTR is pushing up with the main force down the road. I think that is not a bad idea. You know what also would have been a really, really good play that I don't think anyone on Green 4 would have chosen?
What's that?
AT mines. I think a few well-placed AT mines in this AO would have actually been a boon because you're defending a road. The enemy is more than likely going to use the road. So putting some good AT mines, not just on the road, but in positions where you honestly think your opponent is going to put BTRs on or push in would be a great call. I'm also being told by chat, sorry, one last thing I'll give, explosive traps for Green 4 to put on the first sector, especially since they're abandoning it. Have one guy stay in the house and just det 3 traps as soon as the first guy comes in and realizes that he can't touch it and run away. Like, play the martyr there. I would have totally come into this round. Actually, looking into the building, there is an explosive satchel. There's 2 explosive satchels. Okay. The building's going to absorb a lot of that damage, so it's not going to be that effective. But I like the enthusiasm, but I just don't think people, whoever plays that doesn't understand how the explosive physics and armor work. They're thinking it's more IRL than, it actually is, but ARMA explosive physics don't work that way. But go ahead, sorry.
All right, it's fine. I'm just letting you finish your lecture.
I know. Appreciate it.
So there's actually 2 things I want to point out. X-Ray have gone deep into the forest instead of poking themselves out.
They have a disco with them.
They want to, I think they're half expecting a Red 4 push to come into the forest rather than push out the front, so they don't want to be taken from behind. But I'm also seeing that Alpha HQ front Red 4 Vic has stopped. So they are going for a double attack. And every time, I've never seen a successful double attack, double-pronged attack In fact, it's a triple-pronged attack because you've got Bravo and Delta who are basically like, split up now.
One of those prawns is going to support going into Sector 1. The second one might bypass and start plinking at Sector 2, but Op4, I don't think, should be dividing their forces this hard. Yes, they have that 10% number advantage. You also have the helicopter flying overhead right now, but by splitting up your forces this much, you are not putting them in a good position to really support each other. Helicopter just had a spike right there for desync, but I think we're okay. I think it was just a network hiccup there, but yeah, it's Scandi Recon doing that second attack pincer to the south. I see that. The northern pincer, who's leading that? That is a mix of, no, that's Delta HQ, which is Papega. So they're putting their elite troops out on this dream. Yeah.
They're taking so long though, and it's just going to be another one of those. I've noticed this with Vagrant. He's a great commander, but a lot of his attacks are slow, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
No, he spends a lot of time maneuvering, and I do appreciate a good amount of maneuvering. That helicopter flying a little too slow. Thankfully, that Dishka doesn't know how to lead, and now it's going to start harassment. I need to get my pencil ready to write down highlights because I have a feeling.
See if anyone's died in a stupid way yet. No, they haven't.
All right. Well, that's a good sign. No one dying in a stupid way, and it's been, you know, first 4 minutes of the round. I think that's a good call.
I think that's a record.
I don't think that's a record per se. It's just just a good call.
I think it's really impressive, and I think we have to say well done to the FNF.
Well done. Players. Oh my god. I do like how Lucas, he's all the way alone on this northern side, but he's playing marksman, and he's found himself a pretty good sight line for firing in here. I also love how the SVDs they're giving out also have the NPZ rails, so they can put, like, ACOs on it. But I would prefer the actual PSO-1 site, because that's built for the gun, you know what I mean?
I'd go, I'd say no, just go irons. I'd go a step further. Turn the gun upside down. Fire it like that.
And alright, Slushy.
Do you know how, like, in, I guess, games and stuff, like a carryable minigun normally has the trigger pointing upwards? They should do it like that. So they make the enemy believe
one
it's a minigun.
I swear I will make it a thing.
Something stupid. Who's the first one out of the woods?
That's Bayan, actually.
Oh wow, no, it's
not. That's Papega doing a push to Sector 1, realizing it's open. Scandy's the group further south.
Look at Bay. Oh, you might get caught out by Green 4 X right here.
They've sent literally the best player in Friday Night Fights to do this, and he's just hiding in bushes as he waits for his stamina to regen. He's going to go up there, touch the sector, and immediately pull back. I'm calling that now.
Oh, Hoto 1's not having a good time. What's he doing? What is this flight path?
This is what I was worried about with new pilots. Thankfully, that Dishka does not know how to lead properly.
He's been hit a few times, 100%.
There's Sector 1. I'm waiting to see that explosion detonation.
Firing.
There it is. Yep, Bay's still alive because that's not how ARMA explosions work. He actually managed to land under the debris, and he is perfectly fine. There's no blood.
He's cheating.
Yeah, so if that was a real explosion, Bay would be dead. But it's ARMA, which if there's anything in front of or around the explosive satchel...
Because he was shot by Grade 4 on the road.
Amazing.
Should have stayed cheating.
Shut up. But yeah, Op4, Papega are trying to get into a firefight here with X-Ray. And looks like they're pulling back.
Does this mean we'll finally see that everyone else in the snow, they're still sitting? Why are they sitting? You know where this Green 4 X-Ray group, you could literally send your forces up there, take from the side.
Yeah, they could do a flanking action, but this just shows they really want to play the objective base back awake. And I mean, Green 4 is also pulling back here. Both sides are doing an aggressive pullback. Look at this. I've actually, it's been a while since I've seen this. Both sides smoking and pulling away and still firing at each other.
I think Norris was killed.
Did Norris get killed by the helicopter?
He must have, otherwise we've had...
Yep, Warkus has a kill in the helicopter, so the PKT's actually got a kill. It's incredibly rare to see an MI8 pilot get a kill, but based off of that flying, I'm not surprised one bit. So Bay is actually going to have a lot of room here to, he's playing dead right now behind these trees. Helicopter coming in for another pass. I mean, look at, it's literally...
What is he doing?
Like,
look at the helicopter.
Shoot it! Shoot it! Like, it's not even... There we go, and he's still not leading!
What's going on? What is this? Why? This is the most interesting piloting display I've seen in FNF in a long time.
Oh my
God! He
God!
Destroyed it there. He could have killed it.
I think he was busy reloading. He has to be running low on ammo because you only get 250 rounds across 5 boxes of 50. See, now they're firing at it. If the pilot was smart, he would be waiting for the helicopter to do one of those maneuvers.
I think the pilot is not very smart.
No, I'm talking about the gunners on the ground. The pilot is definitely greener, which would normally screw him, but the gunners do not know how to lead with the dish. There we go. That's not a bad angle, but okay, he's starting to lead.
Oh, hit.
So I think he's doing this because one of his gunners is on the front gun. Tail rotor's out.
Oh, another hit. Why are you dipping? He's dipping with an MIA. That is the...
So if he breaks speed like he's doing right now, he's going to start in a death spin.
Chat is correct. My inner pilot is going insane right now.
I don't know why, but my mind's thinking of the movie Black Widow when they had an MI8 over the Russian prison, and then a Dishka just started firing at it, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's just a Dishka. It's not gonna do anything."
Oh my God. 50 caliber rifle.
Oh my God! Like it was hovering.
Beep beeps. That's either the fuel or the engine being hit, or the hull.
It still sounds fine. I don't see it going down. It's
probably the hull then hit to orange.
All right, so Papega's regroup with Scandy. You still have the vehicle support all the way in the back. Is he in the death spin?
Oh, he almost did. He actually managed to get out.
He's breaking speed again as the PKT gunner's firing. There's the spin.
There he goes.
Engine just went out.
He's going down.
Yeah, he's not gonna auto-rotate that. Ah, smackaroon.
He might live though. I take it back. Andre lived. One of them. No, they didn't. Nope, they all died.
Wow.
All what they deserve.
Look, I mean, both the helicopter crew there and the gunners on the Dishka were very green, is all I'm gonna say. And it was a very balanced firefight between the two. All right, I
am a stern believer in everyone gets a chance, and everyone should do what they want, what they think they want to do in armor or in any game. So be it flying, shooting, you know, anything. Shooting is in like static shooting. But there's just a few things you need to learn.
I think they were competent pilots, but they were definitely flying that like a little bird. And that's like the exact opposite of...
Oh, yeah.
How you're supposed to fly the MI8, because it's a much heavier model. Yeah, Carrie got run up on by this Papegi Scandy group coming up. Papegi. It's Papegi Recon when you combine the two groups, but... What is this round? It's literally just a Scandy Recon Papega showcase with no support. And as I say that, Op4 finally decides to start coming up because... They're literally going to blitzkrieg this. They're distracting.
Do you remember that game where it started on boats, and I can't remember who the commander was, but they kept him there 14 to 15 minutes just sitting on boats.
Yep.
And then finally attacked and got...
Here's the thing, though. Op4's actually making progress here. They just killed...
Scandy Recon of the Papega Pirates, but the difference between this boat round is he kept...
Here's the look at the BRDM. Look at the turret. It's not even looking in the right freaking direction. Now it is, and then it sees. Oh, shoot him! Shoot him! What are you doing? It doesn't realize there's hostiles to it. The Green 4's not doing any communication right now. Where's Op4's AT to kill this thing? What? And then, wait, now you have the Op4 convoy that dismounted Alpha 2 into the... What?
Oh, you have the guy with the PKP on the top. He's trying to lean over and see if he can kill him when he could get
This is a
lot of kills
very
here.
noob-friendly round. A grenade just got thrown into the BRDM and knocked someone out.
Oh,
Lavit, yes!
Wait, the guy in the front got knocked out by a grenade.
Which it is possible because that armor suit... Okay, now the BRDM's literally shooting into the road and Papanga's trying to dodge. That dude just got it. Did they just...
Yeah, they just...
Did they just...
He's on fire.
What? What?
He's dead.
What?
The Pagan pirates have been wiped.
What just happened? What just...
The entire team of Pagan pirates all just lost that position because one BRDM.
Oh my
and
god!
one guy on a rock. One BRDM and one guy on rock versus Papega
What
Pirates.
was that?
They still have no clue where this lab guy is.
And he's still up here! Oh! Oh my god! Just the domino effect of that!
Star just messaged me, ha ha ha, this is chaos.
I feel like either side has no idea what's going on at this point. This is amazing!
I'm messaging him, you've not seen chaos. Papega Pirates have.
Lavid just knocked out another Op4 guy, Arma Jesus. I don't even know how to say this. Like, this is... I want to say it's rare, but it's not actually that rare to see something like this just cascade. I think we've seen this at least 2 or 3 times a month, where it's a round where just everything gets thrown out the window and both sides just start trying to brute force each other. And that's exactly what Op4 is going to try to do here.
Oh my god, Lava could kill Platoon HQ here. Oh my god.
No. Oh. Coach, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. When the smoke clears, he'll have a perfect shot because both sides are using the same LMGs and shit.
He's shooting the rock.
He doesn't realize his bullets are getting clipped in, but no one's going to question the PID as Green Force now charging away from... They're conceding the sector. Lavit's not in it, though, so he won't count as being in it, but my god. Oh, BTR just got flanked and eliminated by Despo's Dishka. So it's reloading right now, but they managed to knock out either the pilot or the gunner.
Lavit is up there, and he's dead.
No! Oh. Maz, you monster. I was rooting for him. But scan your recon and Bravo now charging south. There was a small garrison there they eliminated. Op4 trying to clear this sector as the X-Ray Dishka's flanking. Alpha HQ trying to push around the other Dishka, getting sniped out as well. What is this round? Like, both sides are having just a silly amount of casualties. You only got Omri remaining in this sector, just prone behind a smoke grenade. Hey, Rotokoshi, welcome. Welcome to Chaos. I don't really know what else to say about this round. Just looking at the roster here, there's Sector 2 because Omri was taken out, but Op4 still have the numbers. Green 4 have been losing quite a chunk, but that last town is going to be hellish. I think Op4 can still overwhelm it, but the groups are starting to break apart here as X-Ray's picking off from 2 of the 3 attacking groups here. This is just ridiculous.
Oh, I love you.
Op4 trying to now charge directly in the AO. Green 4 is literally pulling off of the perimeter defenses in favor of holding just the buildings on the inside, which is going to allow Op4 to push into this AO itself. You got Green 4 now trying to hit these groups coming in here. This bunker's really helping them out, but neither side able to land any killing blows. Who's this one green 4 dude being chased by Scandy? It's a guy with a it's Tackleberry with a PKP. Oh my god. I'm at a loss for words here. The BTRs were completely ineffective. There's an unconscious guy sliding back and forth into the... It's Arma Jesus' body. Just... wait. And look at Guy Fieri. He's trying to chase the body. Where's Arma Jesus? Arma Jesus, get back here. No, wait, you're over there now. What's going on? Wait, Arma Jesus, come back. Wait, I need to medic you, Arma Jesus. Come back here. Wait, I got him. Okay, just gotta get... Okay, he's right there. No, he's back.
Come back, Arma
Get
Jesus.
back here.
Come back to us.
He's trying to run over there to get him. He's so confused by this.
Come back, my
He's
son.
waiting for him to get back there. Watch this.
He's gone. He's dead. This man is dead.
Oh my god.
Arma
He
Jesus is dead.
keeps following it as it slides away. Well, I've never seen that before. Usually this is a desync thing, but it always fixes itself with the server keeps just dragging it back and forth.
I think he was moving, died,
Oh
and
my god.
he's trying to
No, because Lavid shot him and he's been unconscious for the past like 5 minutes. I don't know. And now Green Force throwing a shit ton of smoke grenades on their own position as a few members of Papega are pushing in and getting cut down. Cake here gets taken out. Maz now coming in to breach, runs in, only to get the kill, but immediately get flanked by another building. That was Revanche. This is why you don't push in unsupported when there's multiple buildings that can cover each other. I'm at a loss for words. Honestly, at a loss for words here. Okay, they've stabilized his body. Okay. Gur found him and stabilized his sliding. They had to use the anti-slide system.
Do you think Marlon had to move? Is Marlon alive? Because if he isn't, Marlon would have seen. No, he's alive, so they just had to wait for him to stop naturally.
Alright, so now you got Scandy coming in from the south. Alpha 2 is loading up in a gas, and they're gonna charge in with a Vic.
Oh, Marlon takes out guy in the bunker. Nades start going in. He's standing right in front of me.
RPG's going off. He survived that grenade, but now they might get tunnel vision on that bunker because they're immediately getting shot at as a riot goes down. So again, even though Green 4 pulled back to do this, just have everyone in multiple houses, these buildings and these fortifications all in areas to support each other is costing Op4 significant casualties. Green 4, he just tried to throw a satchel out of the bunker and he just managed to get it in the bunker.
He lived.
Because he managed to get around the wall in time. Wow, and he just shot dead Azariah. Okay. Now there's some flanking fire coming from a PKP in that tower as the vehicle's pushing around, but takes a GP25 round.
What the fuck is going on?
I just want to see someone with it. Oh god, RPG! RPG! What the fuck? What? And then a satchel thrown explodes left and right!
What's going on?
Oh my god! Oh, and the Green 4 pushes it! Hardcore just killing everyone else!
Oh, my frames!
Oh my god! They screwed with Skip's frames. He's now desyncing out of the building. What is this round? Hardcore, I think, pulled back behind this building to bandage. Oh! I was really like, you know, it'd be really funny if an RPG dude just went, oh my god, it's an RPG dude!
Liru, why have you turned into a woman?
I don't know!
Skip is flying!
Why is Skip flying? He's taking machine gun fire, but he's scrugging off the bullets! I can't.
The PTR's here!
And it immediately takes an RPG! But it does nothing! I think I disabled the engine. I don't know at this point. Green 4 now desperately trying to hold a building here. But Op4's pushing them and taking them all out slowly. This is just bonkers. This is absolutely bonkers.
No one deserves to win this round. No one does.
I've never seen...
Fire.
Oh, and now Op4's killing each other because they assaulted from 3 different directions. They can't coordinate their offensive because comms have broken down, because of course they have.
Platoon HQ's fighting.
Killing people, PKP pushing up. I think just eliminating him, he's now pushing. PKP has 100 rounds that go burr. Settler on 3 kills by clearing that building. The freaking bunker on the southeastern fringe still has all 3 people.
Silence. Oh, no. Someone's, I think Arco made his way to the house.
My God. You just can't get the rounds out the window. Finally, someone dies in that damn bunker because Scandi starts plinking them off because there's nowhere else to flank. Arcor desperately trying to run into this town. Got an Op4 guy that just made it in. Arcor gets a kill. Flanks around. Double. Oh my God, he got it!
He's on 5.
You got this green 4 guy on the rooftop picking more people out. There's only 4 green 4 guys in the AO. There's still 4 more green 4 that can come into this AO, and there's a 5th all the way out there. What has this round been?
Where is it?
Is this gonna be a defender clutch? Because this could be a defender clutch. No one deserves to win this. This has been the most disgusting round I have seen in a while. Oh my God, Erikiru just picking off members of Scandi.
He's got, when I first looked at him, he had 0 kills. Now he's got 3, and that was 5 minutes ago.
And he's gotten multiple knockouts as well. And now you got these 4 remaining green 4 guys.
Someone in red 4 just murdered a friend.
Of course, and they're still shooting in here. What?
This is why CQC and FNF doesn't work.
Whiplash wakes up. You got fire from that bunker on Scandi Recon. Green 4 outside of the sector. Holding firm, but if Scandi pushes it, they're gonna get flanked from down. What is this level of maneuvering? And now they're gonna push and reinforce the bunker as it looks like Scandi's just giving up. Op4 firing from the rear, but there's one guy covering to fire. I can't even cover this properly. It hurts my brain. Donnie, thanks for a 22-month resub.
3 all in one round.
I hope you keep enjoying the ops and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Like,
Op4 skill issues.
Green 4 just reinforced that sector. We still have Timek up to the north with that sniper rifle, I'd assume. He's on no kills.
Eric gets off the roof and he's gonna assault the building.
Yes. Oh, I think he folded in just as the Op4 guy pushed out. Guy Fury looking. I think he saw the open. Yeah, he saw the open door. Oh! Oh!
Eric on 4.
Op4 now pushing the bunker, but Green 4's reinforced it. We're gonna have Vexen try to do a flank here with the suppressed 45-round AKS. But the PKP charge. The PKP charge doing work.
Who the fuck is that? The biggest Marlon. That's Val.
That's Val. On 2 kills with the PKP charge. Green 4 down to 1 guy in the AO. And now Vex is gonna charge him, but it's a PKP. But he's bandaging. How many? Shoot him in the face.
Those subsonic rounds are so shit.
Sushi and freaking Timek. I don't think they're gonna get into the AO in time, but Op4's down to 4. 7 people up. Oh, some flanking fire from the bunker. You got Ann that's come in here. He's checking the gear of freaking Erikiru. He drops the gun. Vex now pinned down. We need to see Timek charge in. We need to see Sushi charge in to make this round go. Why is Sayek still back? You know, Sushi back there watching these 3 dudes. Oh, Thomas.
This could be it.
Thomas.
I think.
Oh.
He heard him.
The bunker's too high, so infantry can't like stand up and see things. Grenade!
He doesn't hit the grenade, but he goes.
He didn't see the grenade. Oh my God! Wait, did Thomas just get shot by the?
No, Thomas is still alive.
No, he. Thomas was the guy that threw the grenade, and Whiplash and... Yeah, Whiplash... Cullis is on -1 kills.
He got shot from Sushi behind.
No, Cullis is on -1 kills because the PKP just shredded him. I watched the fire.
Oh. Where's Timer gone?
Whiplash! Whiplash! Yes, I trust you! Why is Timek all the way over there? Okay, Whiplash, end it. You're a Scandi Recon member. You're a Scandi Recon member. You should finish this. Please, for the love of God. Yes! It's over! It's fucking over!
And Timek.
Because they didn't want to go into the damn AO. Like,
Why? Just run into the AO. Like, there's nothing's gonna, like, just run into it. You have no need out there. Your need is inside.
That was too close.
If one of you has a sniper rifle.
Literally, no tactics, just brute force, and that came way too freaking close, in my opinion.
No tactics, just brain power. And the brain power is significantly lacking.
What was that round? What was that round?
Yeah, check my food is here. Be right back.
What in the actual hell was that round? I'm struggling. I'm actually struggling here. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words, guys. Oh, it's doing that thing where I have to relog on the server. All right, 1 second. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, that was round 1. I don't think all 3 rounds tonight are going to be like that. I honestly hope to God all 3 rounds are not going to be like that. But that was just sheer unadulterated chaos. And there's not really anything else I can say about that. So I'm going to change the commands here, switch the music out. We're going to switch the mission. This is round 2. Let's have a look. Blue 4 is attacking 3 Op 4 objectives. We'll start with Blue 4 here. They have a 10%. 10% number advantage, an LAV C2, a 1043 A2. I'm going to Google that real quick. It's a Humvee. Okay. It's probably like an up-armored Humvee or something. Yeah, M2 Humvee, 2 M240 Humvees, and transport. So I'd imagine Op4 doesn't have much here. 2 miniature pods. Okay, yeah, wow. Very asset light in the round so far. All right. So, schedule for the rest of the evening. We're going to cover round 2. We're going to cover round 3. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to have a DayZ event. I'll probably start the stream around 7:30 to show the prep. But I've got the caches made. Document for that is on the ! Menu command. Because I am going to allow viewers to bully the players, because why not? But for the record, I did let the viewers vote, or excuse me, the players vote. And they wanted to allow to be bullied. So we got that going tonight. All right, so as I predicted, since that round started with like about 100, a little over 100, we're at about 105. Next round is up to 118, 120. So it's one of those days where round 1 begins teetering a little bit. Round 2 is going to spike up, and then round 3 will either, depending on the round, if it's a good round, we'll probably see this number stay at around 118. If it was a shitty round, we'll probably see it drop back down to the high hundreds. So, whew. Yes, Batman's Pet Goldfish. Normally we have the events at 11:30. This one is going to be at 8 o'clock because for a little bit more access with the Daisy player base here. But in the future, Fridays are going to be at 11:30. This is the only one we're going to do at 8.
I think they should just end now. I don't
and
think
then
we should
some
have
other
a round
ones are going to
to
be
it,
done on Saturday occasionally.
I think that's it. I don't really think there's much else to be done.
As spectacular as that was, we need to cover the other 2 rounds. All right.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we don't. It's not that we cover them. I'm just saying that they don't need to do them. Like I think
they're okay.
I think that's it. I can't take another round like
that. Slushy, no. But then again, you could with the knives I gave you if you wanted to. So it's entirely up to you, buddy. And then I have to do ratios based on how many players show up as well on the rounds. Russbert, you missed one hell of a round 1. I'm sorry to say. My God. I don't even know how to describe round 1. Just sheer freaking chaos. That was an interesting round to say the least. Just sheer unadulterated chaos. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but my God. I need to change quote 34 to say NCO voice instead of angry Liru, because that's to make the meme a little more funny. But those quotes, I mean, that's from all when everything began. I don't keep track of quotes anymore. I did for once what, Don? But they're almost done with slotting here. We have the music switched over. We'll see how everything goes. There's no spaces in the quote commands. Pronounce it correctly. Thank you. Oh, man. But it's rounds like that where I equally enjoy streaming Friday Night Fights like that. Those are the rounds of why I do it. At the same time, I also question my sanity of why I watch. Oh, my God. Wait, why did quote 3 turn into that? What the hell happened to quote 3? All right, quote 3 broke, apparently. Oh, that's brilliant. I'll have to look into why quote 3 did that, but that is on a 5-minute delay with OFCRA, which means that had to have been months ago. Weird. Oh, well. Because I don't do delays with OFCRA. I haven't done delays with OFCRA for months. Oh, man. No, we were going to cover OFCRA yesterday, but their server was literally blocking my connection. It was so funny. I couldn't connect to their TeamSpeak, and I couldn't connect to their Arma 3 server because of some, like, of the strangest errors I've ever seen. But I could connect to it with a VPN. I could connect with other things, so it's just like whatever at that point. So we'll figure it out with OFCRA, but you know, working with all those limitations. Whew. But thank you for joining me for Friday Night Fights. We're just in our intermission period right now, as I'm slowly trying to adjust everything and get things ready to go. But if you want to see the NA branch, I think Barbarian's going to be covering it. We'll see how things go. Oh, man. to 120. Dream's probably lost his marbles at this point. I'm just kind of sitting here wondering what the hell is going to happen. Some people are getting kicked off either for being AFK or they need to switch them out of roles, but... Yeah, no, the channel downstairs is actually full, so... Yeah, we're up to a full server again. I can't take this seriously. Oh, man. I'm drawing a blank, too, because I've been focusing a lot on just a lot of ways to go forward with all the content and whatnot. Being a streamer sucks. It's one of those jobs where a lot of people fantasize about and go, oh, I can do that. I can get all this stuff done. I can totally, you know, quit my day job and just sit at a computer and play my favorite video games. No. That's why so many streamers fail. No, the streamers that are popular, that do a lot, let me clarify it into two categories, all right? If you're a guy, you have to do a lot of work. If you're a girl and you have big titties, I don't need to say anymore. It's just take it from someone in the industry. That's how it works. And this is coming from someone that knows someone with big titties that streams and gets jealous on the fact that she doesn't have to do much. You do need a good camera, but that's the one thing you need, and then you're fine. The boba. This is why I can never be a good streamer. Hey, it's why I'll never be a good streamer. It's why any guy can never be a good streamer, because when you have to compete with boba, you always lose. All right? Barb, the big titty streamer. Oh, my God. Is that why he dresses up in maid outfits these days? Your viewers will buy one for you. Yeah, I mean, get enough simps, too, but good God. Oh, yeah, goldfish. I know that. I've already seen that. And I don't know what I'm going to do about it, per se. Because the only option that then leaves me with is opening a 4th and 5th channel. And I was debating this last night. I could open a 4th channel. I could put all non-Arma 3 games that I want to edit down on that 4th channel. And then the 5th could be the cooking, the IRL, all that other stuff. But that means I have to run 5 freaking channels. The 5th one I'm still not sure about, but the 4th one I might have to, because there's a lot of plans I want to get into with the new computer, which a 4th channel would have to be opened up at that point. Because we have the Shenanigans channel, which is dedicated for PvP. And then the 3rd channel, which is just strictly dedicated to VODs. So, I don't know. I want to upload more. YouTube doesn't like it when I upload more. YouTube punishes me by not suggesting any of my videos and letting my viewer count, my sub count slowly trickle down, and it takes a week for me to rebuild it. But at the same time, YouTube yells at me on my analytics saying, oh my gosh, you didn't upload more than 60 videos this month. That's why your analytics are shit. And I'm like, but if I upload up to 90 like you say you want me to, then you just fuck my channel. Like, what do you want from me? So that just means there was an algorithm change that's doing that. And I'm stuck in a perpetual year of BS until the previous analytics balance themselves out. Because if you perform worse than your previous month of analytics, YouTube recommends your content less. But if YouTube has an algorithm change that goes against how you upload, then you're screwed as well. So if you're caught in both, you're pretty much throttled into oblivion for like a year until either an algorithm changes or the whole analytical cycle resets itself, which is every year. So going into another 2 channels and continuing to diversify on DayZ would open up new monetization schemes that would help mitigate the losses there. Oh yes, you need a new channel for each game. Yeah, right. At this rate, Slushy. We'll do 3 more channels. We'll have a dedicated DayZ channel. If we keep opening new channels, guys, we can keep fixing everything.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Don't bring up quote 29 because tax season was a few freaking weeks ago. Don't bring up quote 29. They took $30,000 away from me. I needed that money. That was my vacation money, and now I have nothing. It's going, like, the freaking cash I still had left was now going to the damn computer, and that's going to be it. Broke Liru again. The Nico, what? Nico Kata? I don't know that. What the fuck is that? Nah, whatever. Renreb, thanks for the 13-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Free money. Ah. A YouTuber him 8 different channels? Hey, if it works for him, good for him. But, I mean, I'll explain why I'm doing it. It's because YouTube doesn't like it when I upload more than 2 videos per channel. So, not my fault. I have a lot of shitty content to upload. Oh, man. Quote 30 is just quote 31. Read it carefully, and you'll see what I mean. But no, I think the quote stopped after, like, 2018. No, 2019, and then I stopped keeping track of them. But there's a lot I have to think about, guys. There's a lot we have to consider changing. There's just a lot overall that I got to keep looking into. So, whew. Wouldn't YouTube love you to, for uploading so many videos? You'd think, Tsunami, and they used to. But again, the algorithms changes at a rate of, like, I want to say once every 3 to 6 months now. It's just been exponentially changing more and more often that there's now, it's impossible to come up with a strategy for guaranteed success. The only way you can have guaranteed success is if you were over 100,000 subs and you didn't have anything that was already going against you on the YouTube algorithm, which I unfortunately had stuff going against me, which is why I'm screwed from the get-go, no matter what I do on the main channel. So that's why I'm coming up with all these crazy ways to diversify the content so that one screw me over doesn't, you know, bleed me dry in terms of lack of income. But yeah. Oh, quote 37 apparently. Okay. Yeah, I haven't caught on to quotes in a while then. I gotta grab some stuff from old videos. But I am planning on doing a massive edit binge over the next 5 days to front log all of the existing channels, and then, you know, from there we'll see how things goes. But there's a lot. The channel is going to be, I guess, the brand, as I'll start calling it now, because saying the channel, there's already 3 channels, you know? Fuck that. There's going to be a lot going for that. All right. Dream. Briefing. Go.
Alright. After successfully destroying his stolen IT equipment and preventing it from being used to bring him to justice, General Ngwabi and his army have taken over the local gendarmerie, where they have discovered... Shut the fuck up. Where they have discovered intel that will significantly aid them in their efforts to control Chungo. They have loaded the extensive paperwork into 3 black SUVs, which they intend to take back to their hideout imminently. With the gendarmes gone and the reeling from their QRF's massacre at the hands of Ngwabi's men, the French army stationed in Chongo, Blufor, have sent a full platoon to destroy the intel and deal with the menace Ngwabi poses to stability in the region once and for all. The AO is centered around the township of El Saville. The SUVs have only just been loaded up and are still in town.
Okay, awesome. So it's mobile objectives. Interesting choices here. So SUVs on the target today. Mission variables. Kilometer view distance, 125 build points, which is default. No magnified optics, no NVG equipment. Mat settings, both sides have 2 AT rounds per launcher. We've got Carl Gustavs versus RPG 32s. I'm going to start with Op 4 because they're the faction we're currently over. We have militia kits down. Quickly to break everything down in this regard here, we've got platoon lead, platoon sergeant, squad leader, team leader, auto rifleman assistant, grenadier, grenadier IR, which has the hunt IR rounds, little 40mm grenade you fire in the air, it turns into a parachute. You can then interact with that little parachute camera that you just fired and get an eye in the sky view. It has normal vision and night vision, no thermal. So good for reconnaissance and getting a bird's eye view of the situation. Machine gunner assistant, combat engineer, the guys that use explosives, light anti-tank, medium anti-tank 1, medium anti-tank 2, and then the assistant is that extra A. Recon infantry, suppressed, designated marksman, which for Op 4 appears to be an SVD. Sniper usually gets the 338, but there's a few other choices. Crew lead, crewmen, pilot, medics, and the base kit. Loadouts for Op 4 are going to pretty much be the loadouts we saw for Green 4. AKMs, AKSs, RPKs, PKPs, RPG-26s, T-5000s. Suppressed AKS with 45-round banana mags or an AS Val with 20 rounds of 9x39. Crew and aviation with the PP-2000 or an AKS. No crew served weapons under their roster. Their assets include a closed Land Rover, Dashka pick, Datsun pickup truck, Hilux open transport, 3 motorbikes, 2 SUV 4x4s, which is interesting because the objectives are also this. So there's a few duds that Op 4 can utilize to bait out their attackers. They got a Dishka Hilux, a PKM Hilux, and then 2 Dishka miniature pods that they can keep at the squad level and deploy as needed, which somehow made the difference in sniping the BTRs out last round. So I don't know at this point. Looking over at the roster, we have Mirror Commanding, who I don't really know a lot of, so we'll see how they do. Salty as the 2IC, Slav as the platoon medic, Andre leading X-Ray, Lolo being the sniper, Bolex being the 2IC, Mac Marine, and Soul being the suppress shooter, Soul going for an AS Val, and Mac Marine going for the AKS with the 45-round banana mag, Seismo taking an AKM as the X-Ray medic. Swola leading Alpha HQ, Green Thumb taking a crewman, Kit Norris leading Alpha 1 with Shy, Olaf, Iqbal, Revanche, Nordic Prophet, and Kernshaw. Under him, Erikiru leading Alpha 2 with Ash Tackleberry, Mountain, Gazag, Banks, and Autovisky. Under him, Bravo HQ looks like has merged with elements of Bravo here. So you got Timek, Despo, Sushi, Albin, Sayak, and Vexim. Papega under Charlie HQ, roster leading King, Guy Fury, Kekir, Arma, Jesus, Michael, and Flux. Charlie 2 also has Novix leading with Bayant, Patriot, Fred, and Dog 4. No legal action. Interesting. Mashador leading Delta HQ. They've merged, I think, Delta 2 with that group. We got Raz, Omri, Skipu, Kratz, Settler, and Val there. And then Delta 1 has Skip leading Ace, Navy, Spiky, Hirudo, Bernard, and Theliander under that group as well. Scrolling out, we see Blue 4 on the top right of the map to start. Blue 4, in terms of kit breakdown, their uniforms here are French Army kits. I'm going to scroll down because I want to see what their marksman has. Looks like it's going to be a Scar 17, so 20-round DMR to work with that long barrel. I always call that out because they don't have that gun listed in their gear breakdown here. So they got FAMASas and HK416s, Glock 17 as their secondary. Light machine gun's going to be the mini, medium machine gun the FN mag, so 249, 240 respectively. Light anti-tank's going to be the 136, recon's going to be an M24 bolt action, and then the suppressed shooters get a choice of either an MP7, submachine gun suppressed, or a Mark 14 with 20 round mags of 7.62 by 51 NATO. And then crew and aviation can either choose a 416 or an MP5. Nothing on the crew served weapons assets. They get 5 transport Humvees, which are the open variant transport truck, an LAV C2, which in my opinion is a piece of shit, because you can only turn out and use a 240 Bravo on the outside. It's just a freaking... It doesn't even carry that many people. It's meant to be a command vehicle, but it's dog shit. Then you've got an M2 Humvee, probably to hunt down the SUVs if they try to go off-road, and then 2 240 Humvees, which I think could also penetrate into the SUV objectives. A lot of ammunition. The 50 cal one only has 600, but the 240s, 200 rounds of 11 mags, that's 2,200 rounds total. lot to work with there. Otherwise, scrolling up to see Blue 4's roster here, we got Tender Banner leading with Vagrant as the 2IC. They were the ground command and 2IC combo that won the last round, though that was by the skin of their teeth, in my opinion. Though Vagrant was commanding Tender Banner's 2IC, now Tender Banner is the commander and Vagrant's the 2IC. Maz as the platoon medic, we got GTTF under X-Ray, K9 leading the group, Aranon taking the medic role, Mattifine, I believe, is going to be the sniper with the M24, Lucas being the 2IC, and then Beyond taking a suppressed Mark 14 EVR, and Raven also taking that Mark 14. Wheaton leading Alpha HQ, Oddball Alpha 1 lead with Like Boss, Lavid, Hawkins, Agent, and Aim at the Stars under him. Andiri leading Alpha 2 with Warcus and Savos under him. Bravo being led by Malin with Patrick and Omega as crewmen to take a 240 Humvee there. Yanni leading Bravo 1 with Hyander as AT, Whiplash, Burton, Sharky, Cindy, and Grav under there. Bravo 2 has Azariah leading with Cullis, Arcor, Finn, Katz, and Dobbs all together. Charlie HQ has Tantal leading with Doc and Debo taking the crewman kits, and they're taking the 50 cal Humvee. Charlie 1 led by Hamster with Bacon, Broken, Scotsy, Whitehead, Circles, and Anderson. Under that group, Charlie 2 has Taru leading, Harusi, William, Nomad, the Leprechaun, Zuka, and Cellhawk, and that is it for that group. Delta being led by Bert, Delta 1 being led by Azuki with Fons, Hanavar, Henriksen, Thomas, Tarachin, and Schneider under that group, and then Delta 2 has Sven leading, Arcane, Lurch, and AAJJ. What a name. Dream, how do the AOs look? Dream is dead. Okay. Well, as Dream dies, slowly, let's go ahead and look at our AOs here. So, I don't know how this is going to work, in all honesty. We got one AO over here. I believe this is one of the objective vehicles. We have a building in a building situation. So it looks like the building didn't delete itself, which I find hilarious, but that is a bit of a misplay there. I don't even know why that is the way it is, but okay. That's just going to make part of that building completely unusable, but sure, we'll go for it. This is one objective right here. I'd imagine we might see another objective in play. They might have their simulation disabled so they're not movable around, because usually there's special notes to say, hey, these objectives can be mobile. So we have one objective right there, and then the other two are somewhere in here. Here's the best way we can actually do it. If we go to their camera, you can then see where they are placed. All right. So looking back on the map based off of that information, we have another one tucked away right here, and then the third one is all the way back here. Where it is, I've actually lost track. Are you okay?
Yeah, hi. Sorry, my pizza arrived.
I see. All right, it's all the way on that top left corner of this sector, which is, I guess, hidden in this garage? Yes, it is. Okay, so they've already been taking some of the wheels and stacking them around. But that is where the three objectives are. Overall, in this town, it's pretty defensive in this area. It's away from that, large town to the south where we've seen ambush hell before. But there's a lot of terrain leading around it, some really nice hills that Blue Fort could get on and capitalize. So I'd imagine OpFor's probably going to send stuff up here to help lock those down. But other than that, just a lot of open territory. Some trees here and there, but a big lack of cover. Other than some, rolling defilade to work with. But OpFor, I'd imagine, is going to be pretty stretched thin in this tight AO. They're going to probably be forced to hold all three objectives, which, usually stretches you thin. But if Blue Forward just do a nice unified battle line, then they should be fine. Yes, Tiberius, you can pre-order. And, we should be good in that regard. I like how OpFor is building this little fortified position back here.
Now.
But
hey Liru, how's your day going?
it's kind of out of the way
because tonight.
The objective's over here, so that position can technically just be bypassed. But I do like to see OpFor utilizing their defensive points to make these kooky little defensive areas here. And we'll see how Blue 4 decides to assault this objective. They're probably going to do some weird force split across multiple areas. I'd imagine
Scotland.
the best AO would, or the best attack plan would probably be do a unified attack from the north, take this high area, use it to cover your forces as you send in forces around on the side. But we'll see what they come up with. An abort code is when ground forces need to tell an air asset to wave off immediately because the air attack mission is
Give me your best
wrong or
Scottish accent.
something. It's embarrassing. It's not even that good. But at least it's better than yours. Nah, JK, yours was pretty
You
good.
sound like a pirate. Arg.
All right, Tiberius, you got it. Let me add that to the list.
My one's very basic.
Yar har. Devil Demon, thanks for a 37-month resub as well. I'm glad you're looking forward to tonight. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you get a nice kick out of the scenario.
6 Islams. They do move in herds.
I need to put a pre-order list down. Just for my own reference.
Do it fart, though.
But I'm also not going to spawn them immediately. I'm going to be very tactical with where I spawn them to maximize their ping. Because if I just put them in round 1, they're going to get easily taken down. But a lot of that list is ratios, because I don't know how many players are going to show up. I'm going to base it off of that ratio count. Oh my god. But yeah, that is what we have to look forward to tonight. And that money's going to help on, you know, parts for the new PC. So, lovely. But I appreciate Tiberius. I hope you do enjoy tonight.
Get away from me, covered, you cat.
We don't do a chat delay anymore. We used to, but we don't, we don't.
Get away from it.
So I love how Maz and Scotsy are knocked over. I guess Blue 4's Vic has been running people over at their start.
Nice.
I'm sorry, my brain's partially off though after watching that first round. Like that's how I coped with it. Yeah. But I still think with this AO, there's a good chance of success here on either side. But it is in the defender's favor because this is a very tough AO to attack. But I think if Blue 4 finds a foothold and then puts their forces through that foothold, they should be okay. Another foothold they could grab is attacking from the south. And then utilizing these buildings as cover to slowly move up and just catch Op4 out of position, since they are forced to separate between defending all 3 of these objectives, which again, they could have just defended the northern one, but they wanted to have an element to the south as well, so.
SpongeBob, me boy, where's my ketamine?
Oh my god.
I feel like you could do a pretty good SpongeBob.
Oh, I can't do SpongeBob.
Really?
No.
Your voice sounds like quite right for it.
Yeah, righto, Yorkshire. Your name does ring a bell. Which usually if it rings a bell, it means yes, it has been a hot second since I've seen you. Alright, there's the mission. And there's a desync spike. Excellent!
Explosion? Explosion?
No, thankfully none of the Vics were moving, so there is no desync explosion. And there's no Lolo to say, hey, watch this! Remember that last week Falcon came in and said, all I know is Lolo said, hey, watch this, and then 5 vehicles exploded. Alright, Blue 4 mounting up here. I could see the 240s doing some good support. I originally thought Op4 could be mobile with their vehicles, but I don't think we're going to see that because it looks like the objectives aren't enterable. We do have Op4, though. They're pushing X-Ray on motorcycles. They're going to probably go to the northeastern mountain range to try to set up there, but by the time they get their forces up there, I don't think Blue 4 is going to be in town. But as I say that, Blue 4 is still kind of setting themselves up in this convoy route. So I guess a bit of a false start. Maybe no, they're gonna wait for some lead Vics to go out and figure things out first. Try to deny a counter rush by Op4, I guess, with the Hilux. But that's tough to think about, tough to see. Yeah, desync, restart the mash. Don't even. They don't restart matches anymore though. They'll just respawn you if you die to desync, which I think is a good compromise.
What's your betting percentage.
I actually didn't see it. Can someone in chat remind me what the betting ratio was? Because I'm not able to see it live. I'm still curious what some of these Vics are waiting on. Maybe because they don't have enough room to transport everyone, so they're trying to find space for everyone to get in. Something... You're right, I did hear a distant explosion. I don't see any casualties.
Okay, fair enough.
What exploded? Because I heard it. I heard it all the way at Blue Force spawn.
I don't know.
But I don't see any smoke. I don't see any craters. I don't see any fire. I have no idea what that explosion was. Okay, cool. Now we're having auditory hallucinations. 56-44. Okay. Last match was about 50-50. Yeah, and that was just pure chaos. But my God. Might have been one of the bikes, but I doubt it.
The bikes.
Because we'd still at least see some smoke.
Yeah.
And then if there was someone in the Vic or around the Vic and it cooked off, then someone should have gotten knocked out. Might have just been a charge to blow up a house. To give the ruin texture down, to give it a better avenue of fire, but I don't know. Maybe they were blowing up the building inside of the fire station, because I know that is a weird one. But it looks intact, so I don't know either. That's probably why OPFOR's not using that fire station, though, is because it's a building within a building. It's so jank. All right, OPFOR is getting their reconnaissance element on this ridge, and lo and behold, there's no Blue 4 down here to look at. So OPFOR have successfully figured out that Blue 4 is not going to stay at spawn, but I guess more importantly, Blue 4 is not going to be going around the southeastern side of the map. They're going to stay on the northern side and flank around to the left, which lines up with what I thought they were going to do. We see X-Ray on a hilltop opposite of the hills right outside of OPFOR's AO. So I think Blue 4 might try to go for a northern push, especially since they're dismounting early on. But I'm also seeing some vehicles bypassing and going all the way to the south. They might try to get some forces on the southern flank as well as they try to prod into where OPFOR's lines are the weakest. So not a bad call. It's just, can Blue 4 then rally their forces, or are they just going to go for a pincer attack? More of a strong arm, weak arm from what I'm seeing, but we're still seeing some Vics going around to the southern side as well. Just, they're like 2 clicks apart from each other. So we might just see a full-on pincer attack instead of a strong arm, weak arm. Strong arm would have been the northern side, but we're seeing some of those northern forces going south to reinforce what would have been the weaker arm. But no, they might do an attack from the west. So it's a west and northern attack. All right. But we're just going to probably have a few minutes of maneuvering. We can look at OPFOR's forces on the northern position here to see if they see anything. Render distance is up to 1 kilometer, so some of these OPFOR guys might be able to spot some of these Blue 4 forces coming in. I'll check Berna's first-person perspective, which I think it's Bernard, and it's just cut off. Whew.
Someone's turned the sirens on.
Round has started a few minutes ago, Crow, and we're just waiting to let Blue 4 finish their maneuvering before they do their attack.
Someone has left the Gendarmerie car in a metal village.
Gendarmerie.
Turned the sirens on and left.
Where?
East of Alpha 2.
Yeah, I can hear that. They took 3 of the wheels as well, and there's some blood here. So that might have been the explosion.
Well, no, it didn't.
Amazing.
I don't think it would have been the explosion. I think it just crashed.
I don't know. I don't know at this point. I think OPFOR is starting to spot the southern pincer that's moving on to the west. Yep, I just saw Vexen catch the truck with his binos. He's looking in that direction. They're looking down to the right of this hill. I guess that hill's northern side in proportion to compass directions, but they see an empty truck.
Yeah, Yanni sees him.
And they got Despo ready with some AT. Now, that AT can be properly ranged up to 500 meters, which is just at the edge of where Blue 4 is starting to enter the sector. But there is no HE on either side for the medium anti-tank weaponry, so... Gonna look at the other Blue 4 group. We got Ace. Yep, he's got eyes on a bunch of Blue 4 skylining on a ridge. So Op 4 has successfully spotted both of Blue 4's primary attacks. They just might not think that these are the only two. There might be more out there. But they can at least start readying themselves for a northern and western attack. And we're already starting to see that. Papega in their sector to the south have started taking buildings, focusing on the west. And to the north, we are seeing still a bit of a concave defensive line focusing on the MSR. We might see some forces pull around to adjust to that accordingly. Though I do like Blue 4's strategy. They're using a riverbed to push around, but we got a Moz firing, landing just short of that hill, blowing up right in the faces of some of these Op 4 guys. A little bit of blood. Vexen, yep. Having a minor wound, you're seeing some GLs fire. But I do appreciate Blue 4's position here. They're going to be utilizing a riverbed to move through defilade cover into this AOGL landing about 10 meters to the right of that riverbed as Vex tries to return fire. Scandy number 1. I do agree that the riverbed approach is predictable, but I think it's a good choice because even from the hills, it's tough to spot. And yeah, you got that AT round just going right over the hill, but that was pretty close. Vex and Yanni are literally friendly wiggling at each other. Like, I saw Vex doing it, and then Yanni started doing it as well, but we're getting some really well-placed GLs here, landing behind the Op 4 forces. I mean, for a few hundred meters for those GLs to be on target like that, that's a great call, and that might actually force Op 4 to pull back. They're staying in the back line instead to do medical. That's going to allow Blue 4 to keep pushing. So meanwhile, on the northern side, you're seeing a machine gun emplacement starting to fire at where the other Blue 4 attack is going to come from. But that attack is now going to hold on this ridge as the sides fire AT at each other. AT going on the hilltops here as well. So this is going to be a lot of long-range extensive engagements on the northern side, as the western side has Blue 4 trying to push up on this hill with a smaller Op 4 position. Now, if Blue 4 is smart, they're going to have the western forces get up to this ridge and then go on the northern side, flank the forces harassing the northern attack wave, and then have that northern attack wave bump up to them and attack from those hills to the north. I can assure you that's not what's going to happen, though. You're not going to see that level of coordination. Instead, you're going to see Blue 4 immediately start heading into the town and getting picked off. But that would be the smartest thing they can do at that point, is basically bring those forces in, alleviate the fortifications on this hill to allow that northern group to come in, and then they attack with their entire force, some on Overwatch, some coming down into the low ground to get into the city, all while Op 4 is really broken apart. Now, slight issue you're going to have is some of the forces down into the south here are going to start engaging forces in the riverbed here, which it's still quite the range here. Blue 4 could still get away with popping some smoke grenades as concealment to then move up to that little hilltop, clear that, and then pop some more smokes here, and then go hit those positions. But instead, I think they're going to immediately go in and get a foothold, and they're going to try to rely on these Op 4 guys pulling back in fear of getting outflanked. That would be my prediction on what's going to go on. Now, Op 4, based off of where they deployed their forces, they have a lot of groups in reserve that they can send in. You'll probably start seeing these forces trickle into the town as this attack goes on. Whether or not Blue 4 gets their foothold in first or goes up on the ridge, still too hard to say, but that is going to be the two options you'll see.
Died for Blue 4 X-ray.
So we do have a Blue 4 death. That was Dobbs picked off early on. We also have Mattifine, who was in X-ray that got picked off. We also had Azarai and Arcor just got taken out because Op 4 have, or excuse me, they were for Blue 4, but Op 4 have gone back up on this ridge. Despo knocking Cullis out as well, and he's aiming for Cats. But here's the risk about attacking with no support, is if you don't have anything covering that ridge with fire or mortars or whatnot, those forces can then immediately get back right on that fortified or elevated position and start picking you off. Vexen looks like is going to come in to do a counterattack. Vexen is, in my honest opinion, a wild card. Sometimes he does really well, and then sometimes he doesn't really do anything noteworthy, but it looks like we just had Cindy push up and get knocked out. But yeah, Blue 4 are separating. They're sending the other half of... So why did one half of Scandi go to the northern ridge and the other half of Scandi is now going south? What? Why are they further diversifying their forces here? That makes no sense. Meanwhile, the northern ridge hasn't really made any ground. They've started sending about a third of their force south onto this ridge, but they're just going to rely on long-range plinking. Looks like Op4, I wanted to say they were heading back, but no, they're going back up to that ridge with AT. I think early on, I'm going to call it, I think Op4 is going to win this, based off of Blue 4's tactics here. So I get what Tenderbaner's trying to do. He's trying to have this nice unified battle line, but the forces are just way too separated to support each other. Op4 is going to be utilizing elevated positions to pick off anything, and the ranges are just too distant for Blue 4 to make any significant gains. They tried to make one, and they were repelled and took quite a few casualties. So Blue 4 is going to go back into a state of trying to find a hole in Op4's defensive line that they can get in. We might see Blue 4-1 get it, but that's only if they spend another 5 to 10 minutes maneuvering to the south to get on the MSR, and even then they're going to run into Pepega, who really excel at locking down open areas. So you still got this long-range fight right here. Hearing AT firing on the northern side. That is Op4 AT firing down at Blue 4 Delta 2's position. I think it landed just short of the Humvee. Because if an RPG AT rocket hit that Humvee would either be at least disabled or cooked off. I just heard more AT fired on Blue 4 Charlie 1's position. That was on another Humvee that just aggressively is trying to push up additional forces along this ridge. Got some smoke grenades being thrown, but otherwise a really indecisive alpha in the riverbed for Blue 4. Bravo HQ for Op4 now taking full control of this little hill again. And you got Op4 X-Ray now coming around on some dirt bikes. Might try to get on some of these tall hills back here and deliver sniper fire on a different angle to Blue 4 and flank them. No, they're dismounting all the way at Hill 109. So this shows that Op4 thinks there's another attack force coming. And they're thinking it's from the south based off of where Blue 4 is deployed, which isn't a bad idea. But I feel like they should be committed to the fight instead. But X-Ray is always one of those weird wild cards where, in my opinion, 3 out of 4 times they're never properly deployed. Wouldn't you agree, Dream?
Oh, yeah. It happens pretty weekly now. I think with the ever-growing, like, squad list on FNF, I think a lot of people are starting to rely. Because, I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing to say that, you'd say a year ago, you know, if you got Scandi Recon, you'd use them to do most of your stuff. Mm-hmm. But they're not as utilized as they were once. So, you know, I think it's just the natural, progression of things. I think we're starting to see new squads take up the mantle of being very impressive.
Not only that, but with the cycling of maps that we've been seeing over the past, I want to say, year and a half, just a lot of fresh new things that a lot of players haven't played. Yeah. I mean, Senegasta and the other one with the Black Hawk Down scenario, those two maps I had never seen before until they were incorporated within FNF. So FNF trying to really be ahead of, you know, grabbing new areas that no one's ever seen before to help even that advantage out. But the AO choices as well, really favoring, it feels like the defenders have a natural defensive advantage in some of them. Which granted, the attackers with their number advantage, if they attack the AO properly, could still overpower and eliminate. We've seen that in the past, but also we've seen some AOs where the attacking faction, in this case Blue 4, just cannot seem to get a good foothold in. And it's really costing them. So I'd agree with your points, but I'd also add that tactics is slowly becoming more and more important within FNF as the weeks go by.
Yeah, I think we'll see a lot of different squads start to rise up. I mean, you take the meme squads we've had over the few years and how well they've done and how well they're starting to sort of waver. Like, I would say to an extent, I guess you'd say Pega Pirates are a meme squad, but also they're just like a group of just very, very good Arma 3 players.
Cullis might get the flank on Sayak here because he's all the way up here. They Op4 haven't noticed this flanking force yet. I'd imagine Cullis is trying to get a line on Sayak. No, he pulls away. I don't know what that was about.
But yeah, I think we'll see a lot of different things happening here over the next few months of FNF. Colors coming around. No, Sushi. Oh. Albin. Oh.
Cullis gets an eye on Albin. No, Sushi just...
Rip.
Okay.
Sushi might still get back up. That wasn't a lot. Oh no, that's a lot of blood. Take it back.
Timek now going up. Cullis in that bush. Timek's gonna spot Cullis here.
Timek 100% just saw him. No! He probably thought he was friendly.
Sushi wakes back up, gets blown away. Did Timek go up there and deliver some shots?
Nope.
Nope, we got Albin running up the ridge now.
He saw the top and then just like...
Cullis ducked a shot. Now you got Albin coming over, and he gets shot to the side by Cullis.
Timek is just dipped.
Wow. So that might have just allowed for Blue 4 to take that position, but they're only down to 3 dudes coming up here. Also, Blue 4 ground command is dead. He was ahead of the Alpha HQ. Why is he...
And this is why you don't go front lines as a commander.
But... All right, so we got the other half of Scandi. They found their foothold. They did a massive smoke push to get around, but they're going to be fighting Pepega here with Bay. And they're lying in wait at this point. They're going to wait for that smoke to clear, but I know Pepega are probably going to do an immediate counterattack to stop that. But you also have some of Op4 in this. Oh my god, look at Gazag and look at his freaking PKM position. Look at the stadium. I don't know how they got the Vic up there, but that is beautiful. That is actually beautiful.
Up the stairs.
And he just fired at an Op4 position, but okay. Awesome.
Oh, he's still firing an Op4 position.
It's okay. Blue 4, meanwhile, in the north, are trying to advance up to that ridge. You see Charlie 1 doing a bit of a charge play here.
The Alpha 1 Red 4 force
with 6 guys.
In the eastern front, and are now moving
surprised with that one
the center of the objective to put some more bodies onto it.
I'm not gonna lie, a vehicle rush with infantry, as you have your vehicles that are armed, the 2 240s and the 1 M2 firing at the top of the ridge, probably would have been one of the better plays to make if you wanted to be a little more risky, but you wanted to be more mobile. Here, we're just seeing Blue 4 divide into a lot of separate groups, and I think Op4 is going to easily repel it on all sides. And the ground that Blue 4 is taking, they've been taking heavy, heavy casualties with. So you got another Vic charged up, a 240 Humvee, which is now dismounting under fire. Grenade thrown, landing right under that Humvee, might blow Nomad away. Doesn't, but at least damages him. You got some grenades throwing back. Nomad throwing a grenade uphill, that's gonna get shot. So Blue 4 just doing this really risky push, and they're taking some heavy casualties for it. But it's worked, because Op4 was in the middle of pulling some of their forces back. So this has given Blue 4 some of the ground they've needed to push forward, but they've also pushed all their forces that were in other positions into the internal perimeters of the town, and that's going to make it just that much harder to get in on.
Spiky Nave been caught out by Zuka and William here, but they can't get their shots on Hiruda.
Tanal might get a good flank. No, he is engaged by Theliander. Tanal has no idea where those shots are coming from, manages to get into some cover though, but is literally crippled.
Spike is trying her best to take someone out, but is not the greatest of times, I think we could say. Nade's going out.
What a messy firefight.
I think it's pretty... It's like it's not... I mean, it holds to the mission quite well being a messy firefight. They're playing for lore, Liru. They're playing for lore.
So Blue 4 is going to take this northern position. Just with overwhelming numbers. Spiky getting a good grenade throw on the rear of that Humvee, but no shrapnel damage. This is round 2. Spiky getting got out by the 50 cal Hersey on the flank, firing at Spiky's butt. And then fires up the ridge.
Rip.
Hersey's shooting at ghosts. Navy fired from the rear. And yeah, okay. Now Alpha 1 down to the south is regrouping with Bravo 1 for Blue 4. X-Ray coming down the southern road here might be able to snipe some of these guys in the back. Instead, it looks like they're just going to play this incredibly cautious. Otherwise, looking at the other group, you got X-Ray finally going up to that other position on the hill, but by now, Blue 4 has done this massive amount of maneuvering. And now you've got Op 4 utilizing some positions on the stadium to fire down at this Blue 4 push. You still have Pepega. I'm impressed with Pepega's restraint. Normally, you see them try to do an instantaneous counterattack, but they've actually managed to keep a decent defensive line set up here. And now they're going to try to send some forces, potentially with Novix and King on the flank, to cut down Blue 4 here. So you got King trying to pick some people off. Lavid not noticing he's in danger as he gets hit a few times. Heard some AT going up on the stadium position here. So Green Thumb and Tackleberry going high and low here to pick people off from that limited open area. Now you got Gazog firing up on that ridge that Blue 4 has control the north on. Let's look at the skull counts real quick. Op 4...
Skull moment.
Actually have a pretty sizable amount of skulls. Blue 4 as well, but it's looking pretty even on the sides for skulls, so Blue 4 would still have that 10% number advantage. But now, Op 4's pretty much dug in like a tick, and Blue 4's gonna have to find a way to assault this position. We still got Skip on the north. He's gotten 3 kills. He could still continue to harass Blue 4's northern incursions, but that southern incursion is the one I'm really worried about for Blue 4. They are getting cut down pretty hard here, and they don't have a lot of room for maneuvering. I just saw a great pickoff by members of UA, killing Banks' battle buddy on the right side. He did have the LR too, but there's just a lot of open ground on this side, and where players like Novix and King marauding around, Guy Fieri and Michael also coming up, and then Seismo and Andre with X-Ray on the rear. I feel like this Blue 4 position is going to get pretty badly encircled.
Yeah.
Shush, Larry. And again, this is round 2. Northern group-wise, you got a few Blue 4 guys trying to push in. You got Vagrant, who's the 2 IC of the entire group trying to push in. So the fact that commands are being this aggressive on Blue 4 means they are not allowing for any adaptation to the plan, and they're just sticking with this at this point. Vagrant getting knocked out. Could be double tapped by Shy, and I think that's what Shy's doing, but it's going to be up for the squad leaders to fend for themselves, meaning that southern group isn't coordinating with that northern group at all. All right, now you got Novix. He started making it into this town. AOs like these where there's not a lot of cover, it's a lot of open ground, a lot of heavy numbers here, are where groups like Scandia and Pepega thrive at getting high kill counts. But Novix, unfortunately, is just killed by roster.
Brilliant.
Well, I stand corrected.
Well, here comes the Blue 4 force. So what do they actually need to destroy the SUV? Yeah.
Just AT or explosives.
Yeah, this is going to be quite easy then, is it not?
Blue 4 can even get their damn foot in the door.
Well, they have.
I mean, they're trying. Okay, no, you're right on the northern side. So the northernmost one is under threat of being destroyed. Tantal going to enter this area. He is a leader element, though, because he has the LR. So I don't think he'll have the means to blow up this Vic here.
He's got an RPG out. Now I'm very interested because he's now pointing it within the door.
Why does he have an RPG out? Is Salty going to poke his head out?
Oh my god.
You missed.
He had AT loaded. He didn't have AT.
There's no HE, though. So you can get a direct hit and still kill someone with AT, but...
He like, shreds him.
Tantal just tried to kill Mobile X and got immediately killed off because Tantal... Excuse me, Mobile has a really weird spot. Yes, it is.
So what are they actually... Which one are they trying to destroy?
There's 3, so they have to destroy all 3, but...
Oh, there's the SUV. I was wondering what it was.
So Op4, because of some friendly fire incidents, they're still trying to close the gap here. But otherwise, Blue 4 has been able to hold quite well despite all these open areas. Archer, thanks for the 5-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of the scenario. But we're seeing Michael getting a pick off here because now Papega is going to start going to work. A lot of smokes, a lot of concealment still being utilized, but a roster also going aggressive now. Numbers-wise, though, Op4 starting to thin out. Blue 4 still with that number advantage, starting to get more people on the northern side. Op4 really needs to finish the southern fight. And as I say that, I think Roster just traded with Whiplash there. Roster knocked out, Whiplash dead. But Op4, oh man, this could still end in Blue 4's favor.
Yeah, someone
Iqbal getting some good pickoffs here.
Said a good thing.
Got a kill and a knockout.
No, I kind of agree. I think Blue 4 are going to win, but it's just going to be painfully slow. Slav sitting at the front, opens the door, throws in a grenade. Sven doesn't really know about it. Oh,
where's the building flank? Omri, please. No, he doesn't see it from that angle.
Grenade. It's going to go way too far, but it's actually going to hit AHJJ.
Omri getting suppressed and killed by that 50 because he saw his head. Good call on Doc. Now he needs to hold fire, though.
Been good for the
because if he keeps penning, he'll get the hit, but I think Mashdor just got that kill.
Tantal killed, and I
to find this building.
Apart from Fonz, that's basically the northern side Blue 4.
Mashdor finding Cellhawk and taking him out. Leprechaun coming in, taking him out, though.
Do you know, I'm starting to take it back a little bit.
Flux going in, taking out Iander. You still have Michael and Guy Fieri pushing around as Blue 4 are getting cut down. But Maz taking out Flux there. That was a good drop. But the northern side starting to thin out. Maz trying to climb over as Kane engages with a machine gun. Unable to land the kill with that RPK, though. Michael pushing up, knocking Lavid out. He took a lot of hits, pushes his handgun out. Can't line up the shot as Oddball then pokes out and gets him. Blue 4's southern attack now super thinned out. As you have Grav, the only surviving guy in that LAV-25, or LAV-C2, now trying to drive away. Kane pushing up, he still manages to knock out Maz there. And you only have a handful of guys remaining by Blue 4, but also Op4 only seems to have a handful. King getting the double tap on Maz, might move in, get the double tap on Iander. A lot of Blue 4 bodies around here, though, because they've got encircled and picked off methodically. And yes, Op4 took a lot of casualties, but that was to be expected. Blue 4's only hope now is to rally on the northern side, but you got X-Ray doing their entire everyone stay on this ridge and just chill up here as the rest of the force pushes in. This would be perfect if the suppressed shooters moved in with the infantry and just acted like tactical lone wolves here.
Actually, an X-Ray who drove all the way around behind them. I'm not quite behind X-Ray. They might be able to get a couple of Charlie 1.
Just looking at all the buildings where there's been combat, just seeing all these Blue 4 bodies as Op4 just only holds with 1 or 2 guys. Great headshot by Leprechaun there on Timek. That's the second building he's had to go through to kill an Op4 guy. Look at this. We got Mac Marine and Soul now in a position to potentially shoot at and eliminate parts of Blue 4 X-Ray. Looking back on the southern side, Kane's still slowly maneuvering around. We still have Like Boss and Oddball up. Andreary is down. And more Op4 guys are starting to push in. X-Ray might be walked up on.
Are actually pushing down to the main sort of objective, the fire station. The Red 4 Force are just none the wiser.
Yeah, some of these ways you can't go because of these damn buildings. Slab, meanwhile, finding a Blue 4 guy and spraying him down. Or no, they were shooting through the wall, and I think he just found Mobile X's position. That so was a Blue 4 body there already.
The silenced guys.
Leprechaun found an FN mag. Didn't get a kill. I think he was... Oh, he's trying to shoot the objective vehicle out with the... I don't think you're able to cook off SUVs with bullets. Some vehicles you can just with gunfire, but that one, I don't think so.
Olaf hears the shots.
Yep, Shy's moving in too. Leprechaun. Hillary Clinton!
Oof.
Ah, it's a shame Leprechaun just committed to...
What? Did they trade?
No, he just killed the Op4 guy out the window. Olaf just killed Shy.
No, there was 2 Red 4 guys.
Yes, Olaf killed Shy. He killed Leprechaun, and then Shy poked his head in the window, and Olaf just killed... Amazing. Yeah, Olaf's on 0 kills right now because he killed an enemy and then a friendly. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's going to be a nice Hillary Clinton joke, and someone got in the way. Meanwhile, you got Mac Marine running up.
Beyond. What?
AS fell to the face.
I think they've realized.
X-Ray was up to like... Yeah, Beyond got killed up there. Lucas also died back here to Soul. So X-Ray, yeah, Op4's got this. I called this early on, but Op4's got this. The LAVC with Gravin, I think, is now coming in.
The gun is just dead in it.
Beautiful. There can be no witnesses to a Hillary Clinton. You know what? I think you're right. Hear more suppressed fire up there as Mac Marine gets taken out by K9. Soul coming up, getting the kill on Apron. Raven firing back and knocking Soul out. I swear, the stopping power on the subsonic ammo on either the AS Val or the AKS just sometimes sucks ass.
Oh no, subsonic rounds on the AK but they're shit. I was playing Sustained Assault earlier. I snuck up behind Flux and put 25 rounds of it into him, and he turned around and just shot me. Like, that's not even an exaggeration.
Grav now, I think, trying to drive the vehicle around. Yep.
Liru,
Hey, I made tanks fly the other day, all right? Anything's possible. Are you just going to ram it?
He should. Because that's going to be funny, because he's going to fly away.
There's a flagpole.
He's actually ramming the wall.
Yeah, he got stuck, so he's driving around that.
He's got stuck on the flagpole again. He probably can't see anything in there. Nope.
Okay. Wait.
Wait.
Wait. Wait. Objective vehicle. Nope, it's fine.
Nope,
I'm gonna drive away now. Back the way he came. Okay.
Back the way he literally just came.
I'm not gonna question it. I know, subsonic is subsonic.
Yeah, nah, Blue 4. Yeah, Blue 4 go bye-bye.
Alright, we still have Omega and Patrick on the flanks here. On an angle that I hadn't even looked at, but no, I think this is GG. Ooh, Whitehead with great pickoff there.
Who just got fucking just nailed there? It was Norris.
Got Tackleberry and Ash engaging Omega and Patrick here. Omega taking quite a few shots, desperately trying to crawl away. Grav has dismounted. Olaf, I think, just spotted Grav. No, he did not.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, did he make it?
There's no symbol. There's no symbol. I think he got him just as he got in. He did. He did.
Brilliant.
I think the 50 cal had to have finished him off.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Is Olaf on a kill? No, he is on a kill. He was at 0 before, so he did get the kill on him.
Oh, yeah, I did see a bullet enter his skull just as he, like, you know, disappeared.
Alright, you know, I'm gonna go make myself some coffee to wake myself up. I'm just gonna bird's eye view the remaining blue 4 group of 5 because I have a feeling the blue 4 group of 2 is gonna get screwed. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
This round hurts.
Hello, chat. How are you, chat? I don't know if I told you guys this. I know I told my chat like about 100 times, but I'm getting a kid next month. Oh no, I did. Yeah, no, I remember I sent Blood on the picture. Getting it around the 15th to the 20th of May. I ordered his bed, his toys, his list tray, and all that today. So that's gonna get here tomorrow. And I had to order window mesh, so he doesn't try and kill himself outside my window. I mean, game end himself outside my window. Doesn't really work when I've already set up, but you know. I've got lid tray. I've got cable, cable things that the adhesive cable things you stick on the top of your desk, so he doesn't try and game end himself via chewing wires. And then I'm going to set up a little play place. I've got a cat tree I need to build. His name is Anakin. His name's Anakin. He's going to be very cute. We're going to have a welcome home stream where we just kind of chill with him, get him used to the place. I need to buy a radio as well, so whenever I go out and he's alone, I can stick the radio on. I do have about to have 7 cats. I do currently have 6. This is going to be the 7th. We've had 15 at one point. I'm not going to explain why. Just know that I have had 15 cats at one point. See if he bounces? No, we're not seeing if he bounces. It is a kitten. I'm going to get him a cape and a little lightsaber as well, and then he's going to become Darth Vader. I've also got his bed, and the bed is like a nice fit for my desk. So I'm gonna try and make him a desk cat, so I can sit next to me while I play video games. And it'll be nice, because I've always wanted a desk cat. None of our cats are desk cats. So I want to see if I can turn him into one. Yeah. He's gonna have a great time. I'm spoiling him. Someone asked, do you really need a radio if there's 6 other cats or accompany them? He's not gonna be, we're gonna give it a couple weeks until we integrate him into the cat family. So he will be alone while I go to work and such. So basically just gonna integrate him. The other cats will eat him. Simba might eat him. All the other ones just probably won't. Anyone has any suggestions of what I should spoil the cat with, please send them my way. I want to know. He's going to get lots of treats. I'm going to set up a thing where Twitch chat can give him treats. Obviously not too many, so we don't make him fat. Are all your cats non-fat? No, we have Simba right behind me, who's a Maine Coon. If you don't know what a Maine Coon is, literally just search up Maine Coon cat, and you will figure out what I'm talking about. He's fucking massive. I have... Yeah, I think the rest of our cats are pretty much short hairs. We did have another long hair. It was Simba's sister, but she passed recently. But yeah, pretty much all short haired. This one's going to be a long haired. He's very fluffy.
They're still there.
Very fluffy, very long haired.
They're still there. They're still there. I literally go away for like 2 to 3 minutes.
They really didn't do much.
And nothing happened. How many rounds does it take to kill somebody? Oh my god. Slab now trying to look out the damn window. Smoke's being thrown now. So Slav can now go up and do medical. Is Op4 firing at their own dudes up on the ridge, or is that because there was a... Okay, because it looks like there's a Blue 4 guy still there. Never mind, alright. Soul woke back up. Now we're just down to 3 Blue 4 guys, 7 minutes remaining. Now King's getting AT out. He blows it up. Slav and Bullpen trade. And now you just have Circles and Hamster here as Op4 is now desperately pushing north to try to kill the Blue. Oh my god. It's okay. Blue 4. I know you're hoping these two guys win it all in 7 minutes. And I'm here to tell you, guess again. Throw a satchel. That's not a satchel. Throw a satchel. Here comes Mr. PKP. PKP doesn't care. PKP doesn't PKP doesn't forget. PKP doesn't forgive. Yes, I saw that. It's over.
What?
The fight is over. End the damn round. Why did you just throw it? Okay.
Uh-oh.
That's enough.
Oh my God.
That's enough. That's enough of all of this. That's enough. Oh my god. I'm tired. I've had enough. That was... We literally went from one side to another. Like, I can't even...
Why did he do that?
Begin to
He's never
fathom
done that before.
why. You know what I mean? Just plain and simple, why? Chernarus Summer. Alright. Let's go. Who's attacking who? Blue 4 attacking 3 Op 4 sectors. Alright. %, numbers advantage to Blue 4. 2 240 113s. Wow, okay. The heck does Op4 have? A BTR-80 and transports. Hydra, I'm doing okay. I'm just a little tired. I'll be right back 1 second. This is the final time. Ooh, I'm working. I'm streaming, honey. Whew. So that was round 2. I really don't know what else to say about it. It just, that's what happened. You know, it's, oh, all right. Round 1 was complete chaos. Round 2 was a really silly attack plan, like the opposite. It was a slaughter.
Yo, Liru, I'm going to play for this last round, so you enjoy.
All right, have fun, Dream.
You better watch me specifically, and only me. No one else. Only me.
Don't you still owe me like $15? Like, yep, there you go. So round 3, let's see if we have a happy medium. All right, let's see some crazy stuff go down. Then we'll have an hour and a half till we do the DayZ stream. Pre-orders are live for that. I'll probably start the stream at around 7:30 to show you guys the setup. But let's see how everything goes. I hope you've been enjoying this round. Sorry that my commentary hasn't been the most active stuff, simply because of the whiplash between round 1 and 2 just being very opposite. It's just thrown my brain through a ringer, to be perfectly honest. Also, I'm quite tired because I was up late last night installing the new liquid cooler and planning out the next year or so of what I'm going to do with all this content. Whew. All right, then Bloodwing has something to show me. That's great. That's great. All right. Congrats, boo. All right. So, Bloodwing is she's applying to grad school, and she just got a letter in the mail for the company she works for, thanking her for 5 years of service.
I've been in there for 5 years.
Yeah.
I was there as an intern.
On what, your junior year,
Sophomore
right?
year.
Sophomore year. Yeah, freaking. They picked you up early on, eh?
That's a good thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was able to get a promotion a little quicker because I could use those 2 years of intern experience.
Yep.
So,
Utilizing what you can do, and I love it. So what did you say? You want tacos for dinner? Because you've been craving Taco Bamba all day? All right. Well, Someone did give me $45 to throw some Islams down at the player base for the Daisy event. So where's my card?
I don't have to get it right now. I'm just
As am I, but
2 hours or so.
yeah. Just know at 8 o'clock I will be doing an event, but I'll probably start the stream at 7:30. But I don't mind eating tacos while I throw things at the players, so. All right. But Kid Gaming, thank you so much for the 100 bits, buddy. That will also go to the tacos, because every bit is a penny. Good luck on the grad work application, okay? If you need any help, I know you hate it.
Well, it's just because like, I have to update my resume, and I
Yeah.
have this fucking goal statement, which I don't know what the fuck that means. It's like, why do I want to go into your program? Because I want more money in my company. That's why. I don't give a shit about your school.
I don't give a shit
money.
about your company or your college or why I need to do it. I need to do it.
I need to do it so I don't have to wait the extra like 10 years.
10 years to get
for
that next level of
experience.
promotion because you
Yeah.
have to do it from experience otherwise. I
I'd rather
get you.
do the 2 years of grad
Yep.
school.
So in order for her to get her next, I think, promotion, right? Like level promotion,
It's yeah.
she either needs another 10 years of experience or a master's degree, which she could get in 2, but they'll only pay for a certain amount. So if she wanted to do it completely for free, she'd have to do it over 5 years.
Well, I have to double check what the stipend is for my company to pay, but
Yeah.
like still, it's just like I'm just gonna get it done. Take that nice little master's degree. Are you gonna come to my graduation?
I came to your last one. I'm going to come to this one.
I'm gonna dress better, not do my cap braid last time.
Okay. Honest opinion. If you graduate from something, you should be allowed to wear whatever the fuck you want. Change my mind.
No, I think that's fine. I'm saying about like the exterior, like I put my cap on flat
Yeah.
when I was graduating Mace or in our school. But
Hey, at least you got to go somewhere to graduate. I graduated during COVID, and they're like, haha, no, fuck off.
you didn't even want to go to graduation.
I know. I wanted to literally sit there for 10 minutes and then walk out and go to a bar and drink my heart out. But I wasn't even allowed to do that because of COVID.
That's alright. What field am I in? Government contracting.
She's in government contracting.
I am.
She does finances for contracts.
I am a program analyst.
So she
Funding.
gets to fund all the stinger missiles.
Not quite.
Oh, wait, you're getting the specifics. Okay. Wait
Well,
a
there is
minute.
a program I work on that handles the UAV. I'm not going to say any more than that because I don't want to lose my job.
Right.
There is some pretty cool stuff in my company. So
Remember, guys, she's Greek. She has contacts within her embassy, and now she's working in technologies that are being actively used right now. So, don't piss her off. Why are you petting my head that way? Oh, I thought you were doing it in a condescending way as I was speaking, just to go, yeah. Yeah, it's a Korean iced coffee blend. It's all right. Not the best I've made, but that's because I didn't have enough of the. We're out of condensed milk.
No, that's great.
Oh, yeah. Have some more then. Wake yourself up. Yeah, you need it because you were literally sleeping for 3 hours. You woke up, made breakfast,
I woke up at 7 o'clock.
did things to me, and then you went to bed again. Exactly what it's supposed to mean. Now give me my coffee back.
If so, Liru disappeared. No, you wouldn't know he disappeared.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Who the hell do you have to replace me?
You know, body double.
That is one of the darkest things I've ever heard you said. Why am I turned on right now? That is one of the most threatening things you've said to me in a while. Why am I turned on right? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna finish.
The coffee's good. I like it. I think you're supposed to add some ice into it.
Yeah.
Did you add ice?
No.
Better use the salt.
Yeah, the plastic one, not the metal.
Yeah.
I've been using the plastic one ever since the little plastic one because you yelled at me the one time you saw me use the metal one. I'm like, okay.
Because it scratches
Okay.
you, like,
Yes,
actual
I used it
holes.
one time and I haven't used it since. You
Okay,
literally
I
yelled at me
appreciate
like
it.
2 months ago and I've done it your way.
That's fine, because it'll damage the bowls. Do you want
Okay.
the only bowls we have?
We'll just buy more bowls.
That's not easy.
Look, I've broken like 2 bowls and a glass
I know you have.
because I pick them up and they break. Oh my! I will tell you if I break like 5 of them. Okay.
Okay, you're gonna tell me when you break 5, not 1. You should tell me if you break 1. That way
I'm about
like,
to break another.
I'm gonna break you.
Yes, mommy.
Bong. Bong. That's enough coffee for you. Are they setting up?
Yeah, we're still waiting for the 3rd round to go. My co-commentator is gonna actually play on the ground, so I'm gonna solo cast this one.
Oh, Dream's not doing it?
He's
yeah,
playing.
he is.
Yeah, he's playing.
Okay.
And then instead of NA, we're gonna do a Daisy event and make some people scream in the Daisy event. You can participate if you want, but you need to finish your grad work.
I am finishing it. I have a good chunk of it done. I just need to finish the goal statement. and
Okay.
The resume I want someone to review. Probably consider her my sister-in-law.
Yep. She's
She was head of HR.
Yep.
For a while.
For a
so she probably would be
pretty
the
big
best
damn
choice.
company.
Yeah. So she'd probably be the best
Probably be a good
choice for her.
choice. Yep. Once again, reminded me how well versed your connections are. Yes, yes, I know.
I have many connections.
I know.
I always got a guy. You should know this. I got you.
Agree. Adorable. Still scares me. So are we all betting against Dream? Yes. But I will have to start in a second, boo. I know. I know. Think about all the tacos you're going to order, though. Well, you have my credit card. When have I ever given you a limit?
I'm not rude, okay? I ain't no gold digger. I make sure not to spend too much on your card.
Yeah, but when it comes to furniture for the house.
That's a different thing. Furniture is just expensive in general. Plus, I paid you back for the patio set.
Yeah, what about the furniture?
I paid you that and then some for all of the other decorations I got for this house.
For you. You got it for you.
No, I got you shit.
Okay. Where's my furniture money? Yes, please. Harder. Don't hit me with your award. Hit me with your hand like a woman. What are you doing? Oh, she's going upstairs and I'm starting. All right. Anyway, now that everything is down, we'll get... Oh, Dream's right there. Dream is the ground command for Op4. Bet Blue 4 if you're smart. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at our brief here. This was made by Despo. Background: after the failure of Operation Devil's Lair, most Cherno-Russian forces retreated into better positions and braced for the impact as the U.S. Army kept pushing on all fronts, one of which aims to cut off Berezino that has been recaptured by the Cherno-Russian army 2 days ago. Area of operations: Hills, Forest, Village, and Plains. Notes: helicopters are separated from the main AOs into smaller areas. Helicopters can leave... What? Oh, right, you do have a riding crop now. Why are you putting it under my chin?
You wanted me to hit you like a woman, right?
I am streaming. I need to... Hey! We're not doing this right now! Okay. Okay. This is... stop it! Woman! You can't do this while I'm working, okay? I can't work and get hit by a freaking riding crop at the same time. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Where was I? Helicopters can leave the play zone. Why are you trailing it down my neck? Play zone without without consequences. Despo, his first language is in English, so I'm trying to get around that. Stop it. Just don't get out of the helicopters when outside the play zone, otherwise you die, because you have 15 seconds. To be out of the play zone. Mission rules: Blue 4, Max 1 Squad, X-Ray, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta per circular zone. We'll get into that in a second. Game mode is an ad sector, 3 sectors. Op 4 is defending, Blue 4 is attacking. Extra information: max view distance is a little over a click. Defender points have been adjusted to 145. Why? Okay. Can we not? Can we not do the freaking Liru's a freaking masochist on stream, please? Thank you. Blue 4 have access to Maz's. Op 4 for one of their mat weapons has an Igla with 2 rounds per person, and the RPG 32 has the other mat. What? Stop it. Okay, let's start with Op 4 here. Uniform is the modern Czech army camouflage pattern Maz made. That is what he's using for his Cherno-Russian forces. Scrolling down to the DMR, it is an SVD gunner. Why? Why?
You threatened me, so I responded in kind.
Op 4 has SA-58 and HK-416s, is CZ-99 for their handguns there, Mini-Me's and FN Mags for their support LMG and MMG respectively. Light anti-tank's going to be the M72 Law. Recon gets the access to the T-5000 sniper rifle, and the suppressed shooters get a Mark 14 or an AS Val Mark 14 would be my choice. What is Don saying?
I don't have one.
Oh my god. Crew and Aviation, they either get a Scorpion submachine gun or an HK-416. Going over to the crew serve weapons, there's nothing. Assets, they get 1 unarmed Vodnik, 2 Gaz transports, and 1 BTR-80. Looking over at... Well, actually, no. Let's do roster here. Why are you just staring at me tentatively with that? Okay, you know what? Nope, I'm just going to focus on my job. Okay. Dream is commanding Op 4. Usually he co-commentates with me on the EU branch. Fred is his 2IC. Patriot as, yes you are, but you're just kind of stalking me and hitting me with a fucking riding crop. Patriot as the platoon HQ medic. Thank you, mistress. Please. Anyway, Mastor leading X-Ray. AAJJ as the medic. Blam as the T-5000 sniper, Omri as the 2IC, Raz as a suppressed Mark 14 gunner, Arcane also with the Mark 14, Vagrant leading Alpha, Grab, stop it, Grab with a crewman kit. As he has the crewman helmet, Tenderbaiter. I'm not even reading chat right now. Tenderbaiter is Alpha 1 with Maz, Twin, Seven, Lurch, and Otto Visky under Alpha 1. Alpha 2 has Ash leading with Tackleberry, Arcor, Circles, Gazog, Swola, and Banks under him. Hamster leading Bravo 1 with Gobovic, Fonz, Bullpen, Debo, and Tantal together. Looks like that he's part of another group that's merged with Bravo 1 there. Delta HQ has Yanni Finn leading, Malin leading Delta 1 with Iander, Whiplash, Pert, and Cindy, and Sharky as a ride leading Delta 2 with Cullis, Dobbs, and Katz. Are you taking great pleasure in literally using the riding crop to stroke my chin and my freaking neck? Is this what you like? Okay, great, awesome. I'm just gonna ignore it, and you're going to stop. And stop it, woman, you bitch! Oh my god! Okay, Blue 4 attacking from the north. You got the helicopters and a fleet over here. They're starting separates. And you have other forces right there as well because Blue 4 took that area previously. Kevin, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this narrow. People are not going to pay you to hit me on stream for tacos, okay? My chat's low, but they're...
If you put 100 bits right now in the chat, I'll smack you.
100 bits? You're not that cheap.
Told me they wouldn't do pay, so I'm gonna see if the lowest possible.
You're making them pay 100 bits to smack me with the riding crap. I don't think that's for Twitch TOS. I don't.
There it is.
No. Ow! Bitch! I don't think that's part of Twitch TOS. What do you mean that? No! It's fucking. Blue 4 have the modern American Marine Force recon camouflage. Why are you trailing it on me before you hit me? This is Twitch. Freaking uniform. Let's look at their marksman rifle. It's going to be... Okay, we can't even see Mark 11. All right. We have the M27, which is the full auto M4 platform. You have an M4A1 as well. M9 Brez as the secondaries. Supports get a 249 and a 240 Gulf, respectively, for the light LMG and MMG, respectively, there. Light anti-tank is the M136. Recon is the M40A5 sniper rifle. And then suppressed shooters get access to a Mark 14 or a SOCOM 16, respectively. And then crew and aviation either get an MP7 or an M4A1. Nothing on the crew served weapons. Why are you staring at me like that? Blue 4 with 4 transport trucks, 2 UH-60s, both loaded with 1,608 rounds per side. So both of those helicopters can be quite deadly as long as they can outmaneuver from the Igla. And then 2 M113s with M240s up top. Okay. Now, looking over at Blue 4's roster, We're going to go to the top. Commanding is Kiri, with Falcon playing as the platoon medic, Mira as X-Rays Elite, Slav as the medic, Mac Marine is Muir. Okay. With Mac Marine, at least you're not slapping me every time I make a spelling mistake.
Oh, I can do that? That's
No,
a good
wait,
idea.
why did I give you... Okay, Mac Marine as the sniper, Soul being the 2IC for the group. Salty, stop trailing that on my hand.
Just waiting for you to make a mistake.
Salty being the Mark 14 gunner. Galil taking the sniper rifle. All right, Shy leading Alpha HQ. I don't see... Okay, Patrick's leading Alpha 2 with Omega, Mobile X, Aim with the Stars, Revanche, and Seismo. Do not...
Don't say that.
Oh, you call that a hit?
Do you want me to hit you?
No.
I hit you.
What do you mean? No, stop it. Stop pulling my pant. Okay. Ow! Norris leading Bravo HQ. Sholand leading Bravo 1 with Navy, Haruto, Spiky, Iqbal, and Dog4. Bravo 2 being led by K9 with Aaron, Matafin, Lucas, and Beyond. Guy Fury leading Charlie HQ. Charlie 1, they didn't combine their Charlies. Interesting. Usually Papega combines everything into one large group. But Despo leading Charlie 1 with Exen, Sushi, Timek, and Saik.
You said it wrong. It's Depso.
Fuck off. The reason they didn't combine is because they have another group within Charlie 1, so a few of them left. That's fine. K-Cure leading Charlie 2 with Michael, Arma, Jesus, Novix, Band, and Flux. What do you mean, oh? Ow! Freaking Skip leading Delta 1 with Theliander, Ace, and Bernard. Yes, Theliander. Look at it. It's right. Yes. Theli. I say it the Greek way. He's Greek, okay?
Huh?
Look. Theliander.
There's no...
Theliander. Theliander. You're not hitting me. Leprechaun leading William, Taru, Nomad, Selhawk. Why do I keep hearing bit noises, chat?
Oh, there's
Led
more.
by Zuka. No! No! Ow! Fuck! G-Legs flying with Lolo and Andre, and Mountain flying with Olaf and Nordic Prophet! Oh!
Look, I would have stopped. I would have stopped. The
Ow!
fact that they were still sending voice.
I'm fine. I would tell you to stop. No. It's only after we do things. Okay. Op 4. The 3 sectors they're taking control of is Polana, and then Oralvets, and then the 3rd village
Ooh.
is Dolina.
What does 500 get you?
What do you mean? What is? And the,
Oh,
okay, there's
stand up.
what? What do you mean stand
Stand
up?
up.
No,
Stand up.
why? Okay.
Lean forward.
What do you mean? No.
Forward.
No.
Yes.
No.
Forward onto the desk.
No.
Are you ready?
No. Ow.
1,
What do you mean 2? Ow! Stop it! Fuck! Why? Ow!
5.
What the fuck?
It's 500 bits. So it's 100 per spank, so 500 spanks. This is the content you wanted.
This is not the content I wanted, but I guess this is the content we're gonna fucking get
Oh,
today.
there's another one.
No, that...
There.
Why? It was a weak hit and I was about to make fun of you for it, and then you immediately smacked me again for free.
Hydrate.
No, no, not this bull. Okay. No.
You can turn off the mic.
No.
Oh man, I want to get the hype train all the way up. Let's go.
You're confused and weirdly wanting more. You know what, Slushy? Shut up.
We missed the train.
No one's doing 1,000. I don't give a shit about the hype train. Why are you holding that under my neck?
So you can adjust your
A donation's better for 738. What's
Ooh.
738 do for you?
Ooh.
I just sat up. Op 4 deploying what appears to be a squad
Okay, this is what I want you to
in
do.
Sector 1, Sector 3. Okay, wrists are out. No. Oh, you hit both of them! Ah!
There you go.
Why am I agreeing to this?
I feel like there's a stream like this on yours where someone just is like streaming and they have
I don't think-
dummy, like, sitting in.
I don't think that's how this is supposed to work.
No, but it is now.
It... Okay.
Just to keep in mind, this is not at all sexual.
No, she's just
having fun hitting him. Friday
And
night SMS.
Friday night S.
You just have to say no. I mean, you're not wrong. You want me to stop? I can stop.
Exactly. Anyway, OpForce fortifying the southernmost town. They've only put one squad in Sector 1.
I came for Amma. Oh no, I'm so sorry. This is Arma, just Liru's Arma.
You see what you've done?
Look.
You
look.
see what y'all have done?
Liru. Hey, listen. Man, I was just trying to make you some content. That's what I was trying to
Look at what's happened.
That's alright.
Look at what's happened, everyone.
Poor bastard.
Why?
Just comes into like a full-on, what they think is BDSM session. Just
No!
Arma.
I want it to be Arma!
It is Arma. With hitting.
I didn't do shit,
You
Don.
rode this cash crop, huh?
Oh my god. Alright, let's look at Blue 4's deployment here. They haven't put any squads down on the flanks here, so they're gonna go fully on the northern push. Are you done torturing me?
Yes, I am done.
Thank you.
Oh, that poor person. I'm so sorry. I may have lost you a sub.
It's fine.
That's alright. You got bits to replace her.
Jesus. Ravioli, ravioli. Good old memes. Anyway, we've got 2 UH-60s down in play, no infantry to spawn around them. So I'd imagine the UH-60's job is to either go and pick people up or fly them in. Bye, Boo. Go finish your grad app. No, grad application, not grab ass. Go. Otherwise, Blue 4. New safe start is... Huh. Why are they adjusting safe start there? They're adding time to safe start. I don't know for what reason. As far as I saw, there wasn't any desync going on. Usually they only extend it for such an issue, but both sides seem to be ready to go. I don't know. How's my home life? Are you constantly scared of your father because you're... Wait, what? Oh, you're... Don't make fun of people, guys. Come on. Not in here. You know better. Stop it. Stop it. Ah, man. This is going to be a repeat of 2 weeks ago. Which sector was 2 weeks ago? Because I know we had the one right here, and Blue 4 did a lot of fancy stuff and got scuffed, but that was because things had to be done in order. Here, I honestly don't know how it's going to play out here. But I honestly don't know why there was an extension called. You unpublish the VOD? Good, Don. Better yet, just delete it. With the sheer size difference of Op4 and Blue 4, we're going to do some last-minute balancing. Oh. Oh, yeah, no, Op4 is very small compared... Wow. It was only supposed to be an 8% number advantage. That's why. So they're adjusting the round here because Blue 4 has a sheer amount of numbers. So what are they going to balance, though? Because the only thing I can think of is they got one of the helicopters. Or they give Op4 some sort of asset. So they're basically going to change this around. But yeah, I mean, looking at Op4's numbers, they don't have that much. They got some groups loaded up in a Vodnik there, but All right, last minute changes. Let's see what they do. God, my wrist's freaking hurt now. Good God. Why is there ADK on Dream? We're meant to bet against him. I mean, you bet however you want. That's part of the fun. And then you got one group out here on the ridge trying to overwatch this town right here outside of the sector, and then Debo staying in the area here. Is that a crewman kit? Yeah, he's got a crewman kit. Interesting. I thought I saw a magnified rail on him, but that's fine. They're lowering the balance now. Or, excuse me, the time extension, but I have no idea what they balanced last second. They had to have given Op for something else because they can't do unit changes right now. But I have no idea what they would have changed last second to make this scenario more balanced, quote unquote. And I'm like, right off the bat, I will say this. The balance that we have in blue FNF can be a little wonky by my definition. But it looks like they took away the 240 M113s. Nope, they're still here. Yeah, so both of them are still there. How are the helicopters? They might have changed their ammo counts. But I have no idea how they balance that out. What a weird round. So this is probably going to go to like 5 to 10 minutes of Blue 4 doing some maneuvers here. BTR with an autocannon. I don't think they'd re-script something like that, unfortunately. Maybe they gave the Vodnik weaponry? Nope, still looks to be unarmed. I have no idea what they could have rebalanced then, other than maybe ammo counts on existing vehicles. But it's very, very rare in FNF to see a Vic with an autocannon. I think I've only seen it twice, to be perfectly honest. But we got the UH-60s now coming around. And then you got the BTR also immediately pushing to where Blue 4 could have potentially had squads. So that's a really interesting choice. But I think maybe one of the balance options was they told Blue 4 they couldn't start down here. We got that UH-60 flying up the valley. Op4 immediately trying to dismount. UH-60 trying to get some early shots on that group. Otherwise, they're going to immediately pull away. And they're now at an angle where that UH-60 cannot be engaged.
Send in.
So some very close recon being done here. Son of Lars, thanks for the tier 1 sub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. And I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Dollar Store D-Day from 2 weeks ago. Oh, no, I remember what you're talking about now. Yeah. Dollar Store D-Day was a very interesting round, to say the least. It was kind of cool, but wasn't, I think, what anyone was really looking for. But it was still an interesting round. I'd prefer rounds to constantly be creative in Friday Night Fights. And for them to have some really skewed balance at times than everything to be super boring. And the difference in that was, if anyone remembers that night where SL Dream and we covered both branches of FNF and every single round was neutral sector, it was absolutely painful because neutral sector really just favors individual group PvP. So there was no vehicles. It was just infantry fighting on infantry fighting on infantry fighting for every round. And people that are really good at that kept excelling, and people that weren't didn't have much of a good time. There wasn't any variety. And it just made, by the time we hit NA, we were both bored out of our minds. Alternate result D-Day. I mean, that's one way to look at it as well. Bet against stream for the shits and giggles. I mean, again, the channel points aren't worth anything. So in my opinion, feel free to bet on any shits and giggles that you want, man. Now, Blue 4... Are they going for a pincer strategy on Sector 1 and having this force come around at a different angle? Or are they going for 2 attacks at the same time, with this force bypassing to hit the southern sector and this force hitting the northern sector? Furthermore, we have Op4 setting up this blocking position down here, and they've committed quite a few forces into setting up that blocking position. But I think they're quickly going to realize that there's not really anything here to fight against, because they would have run into contact by now. Maybe they sent this group down here to stop any helicopters from landing. We do have some smoke coming out from this one building. But I think that's just a map effect. Otherwise, both UH-60s still flying around and over. Them flying low and fast, though, is a great deterrent to stop any Iglas from shooting them down. But yeah, just by doing this close recon, they can see where a lot of fortifications are put down and adjust things accordingly. UH-60 might see the white top of this Vic. We do have some blood, which means that Vic might have hit something and we have someone bleeding. Otherwise, looking at skull counts here, I don't see anything. So I just imagine Blue 4 is going to try to take Sector 1 with this really small force, and that is not the best idea. Igla just went out and hit that one helicopter. So Igla gunner over here. That would be Gobovic. But yeah, big open field for that Igla to work with. I'm not surprised that that got a hit. I think they're okay, though. I'm trying to check them. Yeah, tail rotor's out. So when they try to land, they're going to start doing the spin wheel of death. But if they just land to the north with a big open field, they should be fine and, you know, be able to land and repair that. Last year's FNF for Halloween could have been improved with zombies. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I agree with their decision not to put like a PvE zombie effect on it. Like, FNF is really kind of in their own way in terms of balance, but they did a great job of keeping the rounds spooky. You know what I mean? They actually did a really good job with the scripts they had of, you know, making a decent Halloween-themed FNF. I'll give them that. These guys are crazy for staying in the BTR, like on the outside of the BTR. Like, literally the gun's going through that one dude, because, I mean, that's just giving targets for the UH-60 to fire at. But yeah, no, I think the Halloween one was all neutral sector. They just ran Savan over. Amazing. Now they might be backing up to go pick them up. I don't see any blood, so he just got ragdolled. Okay, now you got the gun laying low there. UH-60s, I mean, one of their best jobs here is going to probably be just to constantly fly around, pull the Igla around, and then fly back and repair. But if they spot targets of opportunity, by all means, go down and hit them with the miniguns. So you're going to see an emergency landing here. They're going to start bleeding speed and spinning. That's not how helicopters behave. That should have been spinning when he was bleeding his speed like that. So I don't know why he wasn't, because he had no anti-torque. Weird. All right. Otherwise, you have Blue 4 coming around. You do have this nice line of Op 4 that might be able to come up and hit this attack wave before it's able to come in. So I think Op 4 are actually going to win this fight up here. But this Southern Force is the really scary one. And that one, I think, is also coming along the flank to hit Sector 1. So maybe they're setting up right here to prevent any stragglers from going to other sectors. So that's going to box in these forces. But I imagine that force is going to be able to take that group out. This group is eventually going to steamroll in. And then this group, I mean, Blue 4 is probably going to win that fight. But it's just a matter of what does this group do after it's taken out that force. Yeah, Arma physics at work, right? An FNF view distance of 100? Oh my god. Maybe for something purely CQC and, what's that map? It's not Mogadishu, because that one's bugged out. It's the other, Fallujah. Yeah. Oh my god, Fallujah. Now you got Curie, Blue 4 Command right here. He's watching things from the outskirts on the northern side. Other helicopter, I think, has gotten back in the air. UH-60's flying overhead. He's still got Gabovic over here with the Igla prone. He's got a new one loaded in there because you can see it sticking out of the tube. This is round 3. So again, in 2 hours, we're going to have a DayZ pay-for-pain style event. It's going to be a wave defense because that's what the player base voted on. I think they're crazy for wanting to do 2 pay-for-pains in a row, but for the DayZ events, because it's completely new territory for me, I've been letting the player base have total control via polling of what they want to do, so. We'll see how that goes. Fallujah is a very unique map in the sense that, yes, you have some really interesting TQC and urban battles in there. There's been some other maps coming out with some really big towns that are pretty stable in the frames that can mimic Fallujah, though. Yeah, I know, Korvac. I gotta start alternating it, though. With some events, I'll just say, hey, I have a control of what we're doing today, because I don't want to do the 5th wave defense in a row. Good God. But we'll be adapting to a new schedule. Blam running in an open field as the sniper. Not the best call, but it's only bad if Blue 4 is doing proper Overwatch. But usually what we see with not just X-ray elements, but entire squads, they will all watch a single direction. There will be no perimeter security. And that's how you end up having moments like these, where you have one guy literally walking like, oh my God, you're going to run right in front of that lot. This is incredible. You heard that suppressed shot. Don't lie to me. All right, UH-60's flying overhead. You're going to probably see another Igla go off. You've got Burton here for Op4, running up, throwing a well-placed grenade. It's going to get a bad bounce here. Tree's going to block most of it. That's going to immediately make them panic. Second grenade gets a kill and a knockdown on Patrick here. Great grenade placement there, but the grenade throws are completely random. They don't see that last guy. They might see him crawling, but it's going to be tough. He gets the kill. A little messy there by Purton, but he was able to get it. So that's his second kill, because the first one was by the grenade. You got some Blue 4 elements running into here. You got Blam and this other guy. They still don't realize they're right next to a freaking Blue 4 X-ray element. Welcome to the fog of war. It's honestly funny. I wonder if Falcon is going to pay any attention to this, but I feel like Falcon is going to eventually pull perimeter security. There we go. One burst of fire right there. Falcon immediately knows that's an AK. This guy immediately gets off wondering what's going on. You're running through the open field away. Okay, you got X-ray now. Fire. Why are you in the... Okay. So the reason why that's silly is you're running into the area that they were previously watching. If they're up there, that means they're going to be watching this AO, so you're literally running in the direction that they were on. I don't know. I honestly don't know with that one. But all right, we got a Blue 4 group coming up here. The other part of that Blue 4 group that came down all the way to the south is now attacking Sector 2. So we're having 2 separate attacks happening at once at this point. Op4's Igla element just got ambushed as it was trying to pull back, and it is getting ham-fisted here. And now we're in a position to probably see Blue 4 win both attacks. You got Tenderbane or Maz and Lurch coming around to hit this superior-sized Blue 4 group there. You've got Standy Recon elements up here, firing up at the ridge. Looks like Blam and the other guy were taken out. Curious to see where their position was, though. Yeah, okay, so here's the first one. The other one, Blam, is probably somewhere around there. I don't see him on the server anymore, probably because he left, but yeah, why would you... Just very narrow thinking there to go into the kill zone of a group you just ambushed and that had really good eyes on. But this sector itself is about to fall. You got Shy walking up to the last Blue 4 guy here. Literally gets mag dumped, and then Shy gets one gunshot off and they trade. Those are the types of firefights that piss me off when I play Arma. where you mag dump a dude and you manage to get one bullet off, but it's right in your face and it's registered as a headshot. Yeah, welcome to Friday Night Fights. So Sector 1 has been captured. It can't be recaptured by Op 4, so now the rest of that fight is pretty much moot. As you now have Op 4 pushing. The 3 guys I mentioned are now down to 2, and Blue 4 has a battle line with a lot of smokes being thrown. They're flanking around. Maybe Dog 4 could then push up, or the northern group here could then push south and try to encircle this Op 4 group, but instead they're giving it a wide berth because of all these smoke grenades that are thrown. And Op 4 is going to use that opportunity to push away. They could still run into Dog 4, though. Space Marine FNF, you're going to have to ask the FNF staff. Would be cool, but it would also be very messy. We got Aaron here suppressing open areas right there as they're trying to figure out what's where. You got the BTR up here. No kills, but it's firing up where Blue 4 is coming down. With this group now deploying to the south, that's going to leave this northern group cut off as it starts to take engagement here. They still got some thick tree cover to work with, but you are seeing that they're taking hits with those blood stains there. Looking over at the north, I'm seeing Op 4 forces slowly dropping. We got one guy that's been killed by one of the UH-60s. Yeah, open fields fighting miniguns. Andre got knocked out after getting a kill. Lolo now turning around, finishing everything off. He just got another kill. He's firing down. They're doing a really dangerous orbital here. Looks like Andre woke back up, but both Andre and Lolo want to kill. This Burton here is crippled. He's going for the AT. Oh, baby. Do it. Do it. Make my day. I think the pilot's giving it a wide berth now because they're seeing him get AT here. He's hiding on the body now. Helicopter pulling away. That would have been sick to see, but my God. Igla. That was an Igla launch. I have no idea where that Igla went, though. Other UH-60 out here. I think it's fine. Wait. No, they pulled back and they landed. They're picking people up. They're going to go air assault probably on Sector 3 or go redeploy on Sector 2. That's a really smart call. It's going to leave a lot of these Op 4 guys out of position as Blue 4 can immediately redeploy their forces somewhere else along the other 2 sectors. Very smart. The question is, how long are they going to stay down there? FNF Star Wars, again, good stuff. We've seen FNF World War II and FNF Vietnam. You're going to have to ask them in their Discord, you know? It's up to them. Yeah, Nemesis, he's part of the FNF staff. I agree. I don't think we'll see any, like, sci-fi stuff. But you never know. Never hurts to ask. I'm just here as a commentator. And according to you guys now, apparently to get whipped from time to time. For the love of God. Meanwhile, Op 4... I mean, granted, Op 4 was heavily outnumbered here. They're fighting a good effort here, but some of the infantry tactics I've seen have just been very bad for the situation. Alright, one of the Op 4 guys just got taken out. Right, I'm sorry, Nem. You are whatever you want to be. This guy just got sniped by the sniper in the tree. That was Mac Marine on 1 kill now. Great shot. And he got the remaining extra. Remember, Mastor here. He's going to stay in that tree. Blue 4, meanwhile, just completely redeployed the force right on top of this open area with the BTR, getting no kills because it was just under the BTR's nose, and now you got Blue 4 charging in on this flank. AT going off, almost hitting the BTR. It was a few meters short, but this other Blue 4 group has pulled deeper into the forest here, so this Blue 4 group is pushing unsupported. It's got Op 4 with this decent ridge defense here.
UH-60 might come up and pick up these remaining guys. That's why Blue 4 is desperately trying to kill Mash Door here so they can secure that spot. Op 4, I think they got a truck back there to push to. You might also see a UH-60 land on top of the third village after they do some reconnaissance and see that it's not cleared. You got the BTR firing up at the ridge here, trying to pick off more Blue 4 members. But again, I think he's only on he is on 1 kill now, so he did get someone. But he is still off. Novik's taking out the M136 light anti-tank weapon. What are you doing? What? No. What? But. What? What's your plan? What was your plan? I guess let the other Blue 4 group do it, because that apparently is how that planned out. It's not the HE, no, it's always HE AT. Or AT. I guess Fog of War, but it was literally... I don't know. It had to have been Fog of War at that point. Still, that was, Yeah, and then he looked at it and he's like, what? Why is that there? Good old Novix. Now you see Blue 4 just overpowering this AO. I do like how they've set up this little command building right here. They built up some really nice windows. They built some cover in here as well. They're going to do their best to hold this, but one satchel throw and it's over. As Bay and Novix now start coming in. Here comes Novix. There goes Dream. There goes that other guy. And Tymek is none the wiser. Novix on a triple kill. And there's Sector 2. Now we just have to wait for a helicopter to come in and land. What was that number advantage there?
Send in Goat Team 6.
Because Blue 4 had a lot more than you,
Dreams in
so...
a bit of a nightmare at this
I'm never leading ever again.
Okay.
You know what? I don't think I can be blamed for that. That was kind of unfair, but yeah, there was a bit of a... They tried to... The reason why it was actually extended was apparently because they tried to balance it at the very end. But it doesn't feel very balanced.
I don't know what they balanced, though, because they kept all the assets down.
Wait, they kept all their assets?
Yeah.
That wasn't much.
Like, there was still 113 M240 in the air. Both helicopters are still in the air. Op 4 still had their BTR. Like, I don't know what else they added for that quote-unquote balance, but...
Dream, you got kind of fucked. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, I just watched Circles get grenaded. But yeah, no, I agree. Like, Dream, like, there was just a massive number advantage on Blue 4 there.
Yeah, so what happened was there was already a, like, 13% advantage when there should have been only 8.
Yeah.
And then, like, 1/3 of Op 4 just got Thanos snap. Like, disconnected, left.
Ooh.
That's why they added the time, because I reported, I'm like, hey, we only have 2 squads right now.
Yeah, I looked up on the map at some point and just saw that Bravo was just gone.
Who was in Bravo?
That was SD. Oh, Liru's losing connection.
Goodbye,
Liru.
Oh.
Oh, Liru's being Thanos snapped.
Oh, no.
Goodbye, Liru.
Mr. Stark. Oh, no. I don't feel so good, Mr. FNF.
Mr. FNF. You're now losing connection again.
Twice.
2 times debuff.
I'm being DDoSed. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Dido. Yeah, like, did we just like not have a good time, or did like did they just have more numbers and they just
they had a lot more than you?
I mean, they had at least 15 to 20.
Like, they have X-Ray, Alpha, half of Alpha, a full Bravo, a full Charlie, and a full Delta, and 2 helicopter crews.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that I was fucked either way, and there was no way I was ever winning this.
Well, yeah,
pretty much.
Did Vagrant tell you, Dream, that we were going to go to the east or whatever?
What, when you went to the east?
And there's the helicopter crew entering Sector 3, and that's GG.
One-time squad.
Yeah, we needed to do that because we had so few numbers.
Yeah, I know. I heard
Unfortunately,
you guys do.
anything over there.
Yeah, because they probably saw their numbers advantage and just steamrolled. I didn't get any kills. Did I get any kills? I don't think I did. I think I downed someone.
I will see you guys next week because I'm not covering NA. I have an event to do. So see you guys
I
later.
killed someone. I got a kill.
Good for you, Dream.
All right, see you, Liru.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Have a good stream.
You too.
You too.
Whoops. All right, guys. So here's the deal. It's 6:16. We will be back in an hour and 45 minutes. For the DayZ event, I'll probably start the stream up in about an hour 15. But yeah, that was a pretty messed up game, but legal is legal. So thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, and I will see you hopefully in an hour and a half.